Hello and welcome to episode 37 of Birdcore. Welcome to Birdcore. Sorry, I'm so nervous.
Madame, je peux aller aux toilettes.
I piss my bed all the time.
You're pissing right now.
Have you been hitting the cream?
This was in the Bible.
My flesh prison needs more inmates.
You're being sold for $14.
Now I might be accidentally baptized next week. Stupid.
I will inflict you on the sentence. I will inflict on you this... Sorry, I can't read.
It's always really fun to play that intro stinger when I have a guest who may or may not have heard it and just see the live reaction when it happens. So that's actually a system that I think I'm going to keep implementing for the future of this podcast. Today is a very special episode, and I'm going to actually let staff producer Sham introduce our guest today because...
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's a very special connection there. So
okay.
I feel like you'll do it justice, Sham,
okay.
So please.
Okay. On the podcast today, we have what I like to call a Jaysh of all trades. She is a content creator for The Gist, a soccer coach, a painter, and the best friend of staff producer Sham, all at the same time. Mm-hmm. And I'd like to say a very good cook too.
I think I need to get you to write my resume.
Yeah, easily. Because I know this girl, okay?
I'm gonna need to take you with me to tee me up everywhere.
Please put me in your away bag. Let's go.
In the new bag.
In the new bag.
In the new bag.
Please. Anyways, help me welcome Jayashree Pathak. Woo!
Some of these sound effects I can stop earlier, but the clap one is the one that has to keep going. So usually I'll do
I'm not mad at an audience.
Oh, okay.
I'm not mad at a standing up.
Who doesn't want to clap?
Okay.
Can I take it with me everywhere I go?
You can take this soundboard everywhere if you want.
It's actually
but
pretty
I need to.
It's mobile.
It's
mobile.
It's a
mobile.
It's mobile.
Yeah.
It's a mobile.
Yeah. Jaysh, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah,
thank you for having me. I'm a huge fan of the show.
Thank you.
So it is very cool.
We're a
to be
huge
here.
fan of you, and thank you for making time for us today.
I'm very excited to be here.
We were actually mentioning just before we recorded that we're not sure if the three of us have ever hung out without Bree. So
I know.
Shout out to Bree.
Shout out Bree.
Shout out Bree.
Okay.
Shout out Bree, yeah. She'll be in the next one.
There we go.
We'll do that.
I think
it's only fair.
You got only right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Only right.
I have to admit, I was hoping that we would go into this episode a bit more joyous today, but Team Canada had other plans for us this morning. I had high hopes for Team Canada, but
same.
Yeah, they. For those of you who may not know what we're talking about, Team Canada, the men's hockey team, lost in the finals today in the Olympics to Team USA, and Jaysh decided to wear USA colors. So
you know what?
And green.
There's actually a soccer ball here. I've decided to shift all of my mentality over to the World Cup.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I just can't. I can't. First the women's lost.
Yeah.
Then the men's lost, and at this point, I feel lost.
There's only so much
right?
someone
There's
can
only
take.
so much one can take. The Jays, being a long-term Leafs fan,
Oh God.
there's a lot. You know, it's
Take
tough
me
road.
back
It's
to
a tough road.
2019.
Take me back to 2019. Times were better.
Those were the times.
I saw something today. Someone was like, "I think Kawhi is the best thing to happen to Canada."
Oh my God.
He might be. And that's a crazy thing to say when you think about some of the athletes who've rolled through here.
No, well, listen, he brought us something at least.
Yeah.
You know what? It actually got producer Sham into sports.
It did.
Really?
Kawhi Leonard.
Did.
I
I watched every game with her.
Look at me.
Really? Because I wouldn't call her a big sports fan these days.
No.
But that run?
It came and went with Kawhi. Do you guys not
For
understand?
the 1 year he was here.
Yes.
When I tell you, when that playoff run happened, I could tell you exactly where. It was a text, where are we watching the next game?
From her.
It was where are we meeting up? What bar?
Really?
We were in the sports bars.
And
we were in
doing
the
like
cribs.
these outdoor
Watching
outdoor
parties.
watch
Yeah, I
parties.
guess it's
It
like
was such a
mid-June,
time.
right? Yeah.
You'd bring a lawn chair and you'd sit and it's like projected like a drive-in movie theater.
Yep.
And we would do that. It was not a time to be
Yeah.
alive, truly.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like, if you want someone to lock in bandwagon,
Sham is the one.
that's who you got to call.
Good to know.
I'm a
And
good
she-
fake fan.
Hey, just because you're a bandwagon fan doesn't make you a fake fan.
Thank you. It's
not a fake fan.
It's just
There's-
temporary.
There's something so beautiful about a bandwagon fan, you know?
Yeah, beautiful. Well, I think it's beautiful to the bandwagon fan, but I think to others it's like, oh,
Do you
well, you
think-
haven't been with them since the beginning.
But it's like, you know what? You guys don't know a certain level of, there's like that little bit of ignorance is bliss that comes with it, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like
Yeah.
if you're a bandwagon fan for a Toronto sports team, but you're a long-term fan for a Toronto sport, the life is very different.
Yeah, that's true.
I sleep good at night. And also,
Yeah.
I feel like the similar phenomenon happened with this year with the Blue Jays, or last year with the Blue
I
Jays.
can't even, I was at Game 7.
With work.
No,
Or-
well,
life.
yes,
With
kind
fun?
of.
With
I
life?
was supposed to be traveling for work,
Yeah.
and was about to get on a plane. I boarded the plane and got a text from my boss, who's the best boss ever, saying get off the plane to go to the game because I got tickets to the game.
Whoa.
I got offered tickets to the game from my uncle, who was like my aunt and uncle were the kindest people in the entire world. And instead of taking the tickets for themselves, they gave them to me and my mom to go to the game. And so yeah, I deboarded a plane at Pearson, which if you've ever deboarded an Air Canada flight, that's crazy.
Yeah.
No.
Think
Like-
about that. They actually made the process so stunning. Like I actually was like, this is easier than boarding a plane at this point.
Wait.
This is crazy.
Shout out Air Canada.
I felt like I was in a movie. I got up and I was like, I have to get off.
No, because who else could say they've deboarded a plane? Like, put your hand up.
Your sister,
Oh,
like 3 days ago,
Oh,
in San Francisco.
Wait, you're right. You're right. My bad.
but yeah, and I got off and went to the game and did street interviews, whatever, for like work content and whatnot. And then yeah, that was pain.
Wow,
So to experience
yeah.
that pain in person and then to experience today's pain, it's a lot. It's like how much can one person take, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was in the moment, like when Jack Hughes scored the overtime winner, I
Yeah.
was like, that sucks. But I'm also a New York Giants fan, so I know losing.
Yeah.
I know it very well. So
Yeah,
after,
true.
after 5 minutes after they did the medal ceremony, I was like, okay, I'm fine. I know
Yeah.
people who were like just down bad all day and will continue to be down bad, but I think that does play into the whole Blue Jays and like Leafs effect, or it's
Yeah.
like, oh my God, why? Like, the meme of the guy, what's Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad? He's like, you can't keep getting away with it. It's like that kind of feeling of like, why does the universe do this? But
You guys are true to this. You're not new to this.
True.
Is all
And you
I'm
know
gonna
what?
say.
To the topic of that,
yeah,
we can get into my thoughts in the game in a second. But
I'd love to actually.
my silver lining of it all,
Playbook.
okay, is that Austin Matthews plays for Team USA. Austin Matthews now knows what it feels like to win. I need him to take that energy and just bring it into the Leafs. And this will be the year because Austin Matthews now knows what it feels like to win. He's going to take that momentum. It's going to be the difference maker. And that's the only thing I'm going to think about.
Yeah.
That's the only thing if I don't, I can't cope.
I've
So-
always called her the silver lining queen. Like, and this is not. I'm serious. Like, that's my name for Jaysh. So
It's like the
there-
name,
this
her
is
name
a
in your phone.
no, but just in my mind. And so this is a great example of how she makes a bad situation good. There you go. That's how she's gonna reorder it and review it. I'm here for it.
It's all about mindset.
Yes.
It's all about mindset at the end of the day, you know?
That's true. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say, as a Montreal Canadiens fan, I won't say that I hope Austin Matthews brings that confidence
Oh
and that.
shoot! Wait,
yeah.
wait. There's some conflict of interest.
Y'all
in
need to be in a
sense.
playoff spot first.
Listen, I can only take so many hits today.
That's fair. I'm sorry,
Okay.
actually. Okay.
Like-
Fine.
Like, you see, she's sensitive.
Yeah,
Come
I'm
on.
sorry.
I cried in my car after the game.
No.
Seriously?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I cried when they made it to the final.
Yeah.
I cried when the women's lost, but that was more emotional for me. This was like there was anger. And that's because I feel like we could have won.
Well, yeah, especially especially with the 3-on-3 overtime, anything can happen. It's like, and all the chances that they had today.
That was the frustrating part.
Yeah.
How are we missing open nets?
Yeah.
It's like we had so many opportunities to take it in regular time
Yeah.
that it's just so frustrating because I do feel like we played better. Like
Oh,
overall,
yeah.
we had a better game.
What, 42 shots on net or something?
Yeah, I think we've had a better game. Statistically no reason we should have lost.
They were giving Blue Jays a bit,
A little bit.
the way they were playing. I sent that to my group chat at one point. Wow,
I'm super sorry.
That was a loud squeaky squeak.
Wow.
That's okay.
I just moved my mic, guys. Sorry.
That's okay. But yeah, they were giving Blue Jays a bit where it's like, okay, we can win it all right now. No, okay, it's not going to happen. Here's another chance to win all right now, and that's not going to happen. Yeah.
I couldn't even stay for the medal ceremony. I couldn't watch it.
Really, I watched it in silence with my friends.
I did that for the women's and it hurt too much.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm like, I can't. Like, did they hand them stuffies after?
Yeah.
That's the part that I couldn't get. Like, watching the women's get the stuffies handed to them after getting their silver medals and losing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. You know what's crazy? One of my favorite things to think about, one of my favorite athletes of all time is Christine Sinclair, women's soccer icon. And in her book, she talks about one of the just the phenomenon of how like essentially in like team sports and like the Olympics, right? And anything, but like specifically in the Olympics, like a bronze medal feels like a win because you're winning a game to win a bronze medal. A silver medal will never feel like a win because not word for a quote, but a silver medal will never feel like a win because you have to lose to get it in team sports. And like that's just has always stuck with me when especially watching these Olympics. It's like genuinely like you have to lose to win silver in this scenario. And I'm like, it doesn't feel like a win.
Yeah.
You're still a silver medalist, but like you have to lose to get it.
And they call it the gold medal game. So it's like silver's not even in the picture.
But then you look at like a bronze feels like a win because you won to get it.
Yeah. And because the bad feeling of having lost the semifinals in order to then play in the bronze medal game, you're like, okay, it wasn't all
Needed
worth
this,
nothing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In sports, losing gives you a bigger chip on your shoulder and gives you more motivation to do it the next time than like always winning does.
Okay, because they do say it's like it's not you win or you lose, it's you win or you learn kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's true. I do think that like the best leaders come from how you react to situations like today, for example.
Yeah.
Like how Crosby reacted to that or how Marie-Philippe Poulin reacted to Canada losing, right? Going down the line to hug every single one of her teammates, him tapping every single one of them after, right? Like that's a leader.
Yeah.
You have to put your feelings aside and think about your teammates in that situation because your job is to make sure everyone knows that like you can move on from this and still find a way to like, you know, get it the next time, right? Or like just move on with your life. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
You know?
So I know that's likely Crosby's last Olympics because he's 38,
Yeah,
right? So unless
probably.
he was already pretty like he was, you know, older going into this one, I can't imagine him playing at 42.
I know.
Is that also true of Marie-Philippe Poulin? Was this her last Olympics? Or because I know it was Hillary Knight.
Yes.
It was her last Olympics. She's
Yeah.
the captain for US.
Yeah. And she scored in that game, the game tire.
That's
huge
true.
Moment,
Yeah, at
huge
like
moment
near the
for
end of
her.
the third, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I can talk about the women's game and not feel pain the way I can talk about the men's.
Yeah.
Because for me, the women's game, like I just love so many players on both teams and like watch them at the PWHL all the time. So for me, it's like I have so many, like I'm a fan of so many players on both teams and have so much respect for both of the teams. But to your question, like I don't know, because I think that going into it, there was like a question of whether or not she'll be back. I feel like MPP is such a winner, like, and she just has like that grind mentality. Like she's like one of the best to ever do it. Like she is like, I personally think she's one of the best players in Canadian hockey ever. And I just can't imagine that she won't come back again after the way this ended, but who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Right. Like it's the longevity is different. And when you're playing in the PWHL on top of like playing, you know, in the Olympics. I don't know. I don't know.
I love seeing like you'd mentioned PWHL, and then it made me think of, you said that you like a lot of players on both teams.
Mm-hmm.
Something that even when I'm watching the game, I'll mention is like, oh, this player on the US team plays on, you know, for example, Florida in the regular season, and so does this player in the Canadian team.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite parts of watching like US versus Canada, is knowing how many of these players, like once the Olympics are over, go back to their team. And like there's maybe that awkwardness of like, you know, oh yeah, you guys beat us in the gold medal game, and now we got to go play on the same line together.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of my favorite things about watching Olympic sports, how funny it is. And but I feel like it's just the most awkward, like entering like how you walking into the change room, like you're going into the locker room, you're like sitting beside each other, and it's like, oh, hey man, like, what'd you do over your break?
Yeah.
like
I imagine that. I was thinking of like Marshawn and then like Matthew Tkachuk when they get back to Florida, and then there's like guys in Vegas like Jack Eichel and then Marner and like, yeah.
My favorite one to think about, and I don't like to think about the Tkachuk brothers at all, but is that Brady Tkachuk goes from playing for the U.S. and hating Canada very verbally to playing for a Canadian team.
Yeah.
Like he's in Ottawa.
The capital.
Like he's in the most Canadian team. Like, I mean, maybe not the most Canadian team. I still think Toronto's probably the most Canadian team.
Ooh.
Just saying.
Okay,
but
okay, yeah, sure, yeah.
But I'm just saying, how
I
do you-
mean, our name is literally Canadians, but
yeah,
whatever.
all right, Frenchie over here. But
Marie-Philippe Poulet.
okay, you know what? One of the
like-
good things to come out of Quebec, really. There's actually a lot of good things to come out of Quebec. I just don't think Montreal Canadiens are one of them, you know?
Well, thanks so much for tuning into Bird Court. No, I'm kidding.
That's like, it's illegal to say if you're like a Toronto fan.
No, I
Like,
totally
you know what I
understand
mean?
that.
Like,
There's like,
you know, I can respect athletes, but you know.
yeah,
But,
not
no,
teams.
Teams are different, you know?
Yeah.
But no, I just think it's so funny thinking about him like walking back into like Ottawa, walking into the locker room. Like,
That's a good point.
How do you of all the cities to be in?
And it's not like I can't think of maybe one other Sens player is like what Jake Sanderson, who's on the U.S. team. Like who else? Like no one else really from Ottawa was on any Olympic team.
I don't think so.
So these guys are all just like well rested and you know probably went on vacation. I mean, like, mind you, Sanderson and Tkachuk are coming back with a gold medal that they'll have forever. But they're going back to Ottawa. That's like yeah.
So hold on, how does that work? Because it's the Olympics this year, they actually got a break,
Yeah, the NHL like has like a season break for international
and
sport.
otherwise they'd just be playing throughout this entire time if it was a regular season.
Yeah, well, this is the first time in, was it 10 years that they've had because 2010 was the last time, I think.
I think 2014 they had, didn't they?
Okay, then maybe it was Sochi. Maybe it was Sochi. But it's the first time they've had NHL players in the Olympics in like a very long time.
Why is that? There was a rule?
Well, like essentially, I mean, the gist of it, I think the basics is that like, I think NHL owners just didn't necessarily want to send their players to the Olympics for a while. I mean, it's like, you know, like you don't want your players getting hurt. Like there's no monetary
I didn't know
gain.
that.
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of like, there's just for like a long time. I just don't know the actual rule on it.
Yeah,
to be honest with you, I don't want to like give the wrong information.
Yeah.
No. Well, I mean, I'll do it then. I'll go and give them potentially wrong information.
Go for it.
You
Go
can
for it.
stick.
It's my job. I might lose my job if I'm
you
not
can
here.
keep your
Wrong information. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can say whatever I want. Well, you can keep your credibility, but
Okay, go ahead.
That's what I also heard is
Okay.
that the NHL doesn't want their players to compete at this level because they could get hurt. Like for example, there's a player in Switzerland, Kevin Fiala. He plays for the Los Angeles Kings. He broke his leg, and now he's out for the season. And he broke his leg at the Olympics. Sidney Crosby is another guy who got a lower body injury, and now we don't know what's going to happen with him in Pittsburgh. And he's already old, so like he's got a few years left.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, doesn't that go against the entire premise of the Olympics? It's supposed to be the best of the best. We have this group of talented hockey players that are kind of being jailed away.
Well, yeah,
in a
I mean,
box.
that's exactly why people found Olympic hockey to be pretty boring while the NHL players
I
were
had
playing.
no idea. This is interesting.
Yeah,
That was what was so huge going into this specific Olympics was it was the first time in a long time that you were going to see NHL players playing in the Olympics.
That makes today worse.
makes it so much worse.
See, it's the ignorance of being a bandwagon.
Yeah.
I had no idea, you guys.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The ignorance of being a bandwagon fan. Sometimes, man, ignorance is bliss.
I think I need to go sit in the room and more.
We're just gonna hear Marvin's room coming out of the bedroom.
No, after the game was done, my brother texted me Marvin's room.
Seriously?
No text, just Marvin's room. He just sent me that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's
A
like, real,
picture with
real.
a million words.
It sends me the link to Spotify. I was like, yeah, true.
Yeah, that's life, though. I guess someone's got to lose, you know.
Man, I
Ouch.
hate when it's us, you know?
Yeah.
The rest of the Olympics, though, has been pretty entertaining. You had mentioned there was some. I asked you if there's anything in particular you wanted to talk about today, and you did send some talking points. There was on the Olympics side of things, at least. You had mentioned money a second ago, just because the NHL and money and the players and whatnot. And then you had texted me wanting to talk about how much athletes. No, what was the question? How much countries pay their athletes?
Yes.
For medals, right?
Yeah.
And then
I think I have like a.
you brought stats.
I found a
She got the
Came
receipts.
prepared. I love
a
that.
post that kind of summed it up.
Yeah. And
But
you said
you can swipe through to see
okay, perfect.
some of it. But yeah.
How much Olympic athletes get paid for winning medals?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone soak it in.
Gotcha.
Okay. Germany, for gold medal, get 36,000. Silver get 24,000. Bronze get 12,000.
Wait, this is a lump sum you get after you win?
Yeah, I don't know if it's directly from. I don't know who exactly pays it. I think it's like the
government
country.
I guess so. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Athletes essentially get money for winning medals, right? Now, I believe either first or second came Norway in medals country-wise.
Yeah, I think last I saw Norway was in the lead.
Yeah, I haven't looked yet, but apparently they actually don't get any direct compensation.
Nothing.
But they have the most medals in this Olympic. Like they're number one in medals in the standings. For
one
countries.
guy has won 6 gold medals for Norway. The skiing guy.
The skier, insane.
Wow.
I was like, wow.
But
I'm sure they get money other ways. Like I'm sure they get paid other ways. I just don't think like the same direct monetary compensation that like other countries get when they win medals in the Olympics is the same here.
Yeah, like Singapore, they get 792,000.
Well, it's insane.
Wait, in what currency?
Probably. I actually don't know.
I guess that's a good question.
Imagine winning 6 gold medals and you're paycheck to paycheck. Like, that's rough.
Your medal to medal is your like.
You got to book.
You're playing for your livelihood right now.
You go home and melt the gold and sell it.
Wait.
Gold's going up, y'all. That's all I'm going to say. Buy your gold.
Gold is going up.
Buy your gold now.
I think silver is too.
Oh, yeah?
I think so.
I believe it.
Someone let the Canadian team know.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, both of them.
Both Canadian teams.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, but
Well,
I was just like,
interesting.
damn, Norway out here getting all these medals, but no pay.
If I was that guy, like, change my nationality to Singapore.
Like, let me become Singaporean at that point.
Like,
Let me take a look at the list. Let me see where to go.
Because I have talent that could be used elsewhere. Okay? Like,
Well, that's an interesting thing too, though, because there's a lot of athletes that have like grown up or been born in the States but don't compete for the States.
Yeah.
Like Aileen Gu
Yeah.
is the most decorated female skier in the world. I'm fairly sure. And she was born in like California but competes for China.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which I respect. I'm like, dude, something about winning a medal for your like parents' home country. Like you come from an immigrant household and your parents' home country you win a medal for. Like
What a treat.
how insane. And then going to run, there's a clip of her after she wins, runs up to her mom and hugs her. And I'm just like, I can't even imagine how beautiful that must feel to do that for your parents, you know? And I mean, I just think it's interesting too, because there's also like a lot of athletes that don't, like they all train in other places. Like most of the figure skating athletes train out of Montreal.
Oh, really?
But like, yeah, like for all these other, like a lot of other countries, not just
Wait,
the
what?
Canadian figure skaters train in Montreal. Like a lot of other athletes train
like
in different
throughout
places.
the year they come.
Well, and like Mammoth, which I think is in the U.S.
Mammoth?
Mammoth.
Like Mammoth is a place in the U.S.?
Yeah, like it's where snowboarders go. Like that's one of the key places to train.
I was like, did
Mammoth
they
Training
start like a
Academy.
new like state?
Can you actually
like,
search up where that
Mammoth?
is?
Searching
I think
it
it's
up.
in.
Is it a mountain?
I think
It
it's
is in California.
Yeah. So Mammoth, like that is like the place where most of the snowboarders train. But it's like snowboarders from everywhere, not just snowboarders from the US who train there. Like the girl who won it this year, Gaeon Choi, which was also a crazy story. Like her beating Chloe Kim and how like poetic that was.
Can you fill us in on that? I'm not too familiar.
So this year for the women's halfpipe, Chloe Kim was essentially, I mean, she's back-to-back gold medals in this competition.
Right.
And was going for, hopefully, everyone was hoping for a third consecutive gold medal, which no one, male or female, has ever done that in snowboarding halfpipe. No one's ever gotten 3 consecutive gold medals. I think Shaun White's one of the only people who's gotten 3 golds, maybe more, but hasn't done it consecutively. So she was going for what has never been done before, right? So there was huge high expectations going in. And Chloe Kim is an amazing, like one of my favorite snowboarders to watch. Like she's one of the only reasons why I've even looked at getting like a Roxy board, because she wears a Roxy board. Like she's so cool. And so she was, competing. And this was after her actually having a really bad crash in going into the Olympics. So people weren't sure if she was even going to compete. But she was competing. She had the top spot. And then in the last run of Gaeon Choi, who's this, I think she's 17. I think she's from South Korea.
But I shouldn't.
So
Okay.
she's Korean.
That was my guess.
So Gaeon Choi, who's a Korean
I spelled
Korean
that wrong.
snowboarder, on her last run, she had like a really bad crash on her first run. I don't think she finished her second run either, so hadn't completed a run out of the 3 runs. Going into her third run, has an absolutely stellar run, like stunning performance, and takes the top spot. And so now she's ahead by like 0.25, something like that. And then Chloe Kim goes and is her last run of the night, and she falls on one of the jumps, so ends up sitting in silver instead of gold. The crazy part about that, though, is that Gaeon Choi is someone who, like, Chloe Kim has a very close relationship to. This is someone who she has literally said she sees a reflection of herself and her family in her. And she and like Chloe Kim and her father actually helped Gaeon Choi come to Mammoth to train.
Oh,
like
really?
helped moved her to Mammoth to train. They met like I think back in like 2018, 2017, something like that. And so it was just this beautiful poetic story of like Gaeon Choi in her first Olympics at 17 years old gets gold medal. One of the last women snowboarders to do that was Chloe Kim.
Oh, that is nice. That is very poetic.
So poetic. Like
Yeah.
how cool is that? And it was just like, obviously it was like obviously sad that Chloe Kim hadn't won the gold like people wanted to, but her reaction, you would have thought she just won gold. She gets up from that fall, goes straight to Gaeon Choi, gives her a hug. I literally have goosebumps thinking about it. Like it was so beautiful just seeing the love there and seeing her reaction to that and seeing her have that kind of joy. Like I just feel like it's just like such a beautiful thing about like the Olympics when you have stories like that where like this 17-year-old kid just did what Chloe Kim did years ago in her debut. Like how cool is that? And it's someone who she herself has like helped in her process, and it's someone who Gaeon Choi herself has said like Chloe Kim is someone I look up to. Like that's a mentor to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like how cool is that?
Yeah, I think I saw a similar moment in the women's figure skating with Alyssa is her name.
Alyssa Liu. And
And
that was so cool.
Yes, and
So cool.
And then the one that came in third, I think she was a Japanese figure skater. I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
But she was so excited for her, and she immediately came and ran over and gave her a big hug. And I was like, I love being a girl.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. I love Alyssa, dude. Like alt baddie queen.
I know. She's
Yeah.
everything.
You know what's crazy? She retired at 16 for
I
like
saw a clip. And
her
then,
comeback. Yeah.
and then she decided one day she like called her old coach up and was like, I want to get back into it.
Which like never really happens in figure. It's very
Right.
rare in figure skating to
Right.
actually retire and come back. Because like it's very much like a momentum sport. Like, you know what I mean? So like it's just really rare to do that. But for her to like leave the sport and then
Not
retire
train.
at 16
Yeah.
and then come back and then win gold.
Wow.
Like it was the first time we've had a women's medal for I think women's gold medal for the US in like years in figure skating.
Yeah, good
And-
for her.
Wow, she just pulled up, like cracked her knuckles, and she's like, "All right,
Yeah.
watch this," kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Exactly. She's
Yeah.
like, I was gone, but I'm back.
Yeah, and she's got that piercing on like
Yeah.
in her upper lip.
What is that piercing called?
I think it's called a smiley.
A smiley?
it?
It's cute.
I think so.
I like it.
Yeah.
She does something cool with her hair.
Yeah.
And
Oh, the
supposed to be
raccoon.
it's supposed to be representative though of like how like I think it's supposed to be representative of like how many Olympics she competed in or something.
Oh,
like that.
what?
There's like something meaning behind it. Yeah.
Oh, she's too cool.
She's just like the coolest person ever. Like
love that.
Alyssa Liu, we love you.
Yeah,
You're so cool.
She's a big fan of the program. She's always reaching out. She wants to. When are you gonna have me on? When are you gonna have me on? I'm like, well,
Well,
wait till
when
you
you're
get back
from Milan,
Yeah,
we can figure something out,
Let's
babe.
make it happen.
she's 20, so she's got many more Olympics in her, unless
Yeah.
she retires. I don't know how old figure skaters usually pan out to be.
I was gonna say I actually don't know how many more Olympics she would have in her because like even now like the one who won silver like, she was
She
like
was
16.
16.
Like
Yeah.
like figure skaters they start figure skating at such a young age and like it's kind of like tennis. Like tennis stars happen at a very young age.
That's true. Yeah,
You know, like-
kind of have to be young and limber and quick and
I guess yeah.
Yeah.
I actually don't know what the average. I don't know what the average retirement age is
She's taking my job.
for.
She is guest/producer today.
yeah. Yeah, you sit back, relax,
Yeah,
and go
I'm
listen to
chilling.
Marvin's room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mid to late 20s is typically when they retire.
Oh,
So she probably has
Maybe
one
2?
Olympic left? Two?
Maybe, yeah.
Holy
I mean,
moly.
hey,
But yeah, who are,
you already
who
got
are
the
we?
she already got the gold.
Who are we to speak? Well, let's see what she does.
No, she has to do what we say.
Oh,
She has
Or she can't come on the show.
Yeah,
apologies.
how's that going to work? I felt so bad for that quad god Ilya. Is that his name?
Oh.
Ilya?
That
Yeah.
was so
Ilya
heartbreaking to
Rozanov.
watch.
Not to be mistaken with Ilya Rozanov.
Not to be mistaken.
Ilya was enough.
He's rivalry
No,
plug.
that was tough.
Oh,
God,
that was
God.
so-
I hope he's
God.
okay.
We're rooting for him. He did last night. They did like whatever sort of
The
last
gala.
show, and he did it in a pair of Balenciaga jeans and a hoodie.
And
His
you know what?
set or his...
His skate.
routine.
I need to see a picture.
No,
of
like
this.
I actually like he's so cool. Whenever I see videos of him, like I'll see video edits on my TikTok of him in his when he puts that sweater on, when he puts that hoodie on. I'm like, bro, Sometimes it's like people on the internet like I think he skates better in jeans and a hoodie.
Honestly,
You're right,
Like,
you guys.
what?
I'm seeing this right now.
No, he is like absolutely like insane on the ice. Like he's so cool.
yeah,
Well, he'll be back too. He's also
the
young.
king of quads, the quad god.
Quad God.
yeah.
When I first heard that, I thought it meant literally quads, but that's not what it means.
Oh, it's
Wait, what does it mean?
I thought it meant that it's a
It's-
turn.
It's
Is it the move?
like the quad, like a quad. He's like the king of doing. He did like 7 quads in.
The 4 spinny.
It has nothing to
In
do
one-
with his muscle.
Oh
has
my
nothing to do with his quads.
God, I thought-
Everything to do with the move. Yeah.
Wow, I just found out I'm an idiot live on this show.
So did I, Sam. So
Listen,
did I. So
you got to
did I.
listen to our podcast at the Gist Sports. We talked about this
Ooh,
actually.
this is
There
gonna
you
be a
go.
crazy segue because I
look
want
at
to
that.
talk about the gist.
Oh, there you go.
Ask away.
Yeah. Well, you've been at the gist for almost 2 years now, right?
Yes,
Or
it'll be
just
2
about
years
2
in
years?
August. Yeah.
Yeah. And your title is social media coordinator. Am I getting that right?
Yes.
Nailed it. I was on the Gist website today.
Ooh.
Saw that headshot.
Yeah. How have you enjoyed that so far? Obviously, what are you going to say? Like, oh, I don't like it. Like, what a stupid question, Sam. No, but the stuff that you do, it's like take me through the process of like making content for sports. It must be a dream.
It is. It is. I mean, it is such a dream to get to tell stories. I like to tell people like I get to be a storyteller, and I get to share these like amazing sports stories with the world. And like as someone who grew up in sports and who's connected to a lot of these stories growing up, it's really cool to be on the sharing side of it. There was one time as like a South Asian woman, you know, being in sports was not a common, you know,
Trope.
It wasn't a common thing, right? Just being a woman of color in sports is hard, right? So there was one time where I was telling a story about the first South Asian girl to get drafted into the PWHL. And it was such a cool moment where I was like, oh my God, like me, a South Asian woman, writing a story about a South Asian girl in sports. Like, and sharing that to the world. Like that was so surreal. Like 5 years ago, I wouldn't have imagined that was even an option for me. So it was really cool to get to be that and get to tell these stories. And like, and you just, it's cool because we are at a time where like women's sports is growing so much. And like in my role, we talk, like we cover women's sports and men's sports. We cover both 50-50. Our whole mission is to create a world of equal coverage. And so it's really cool to get to tell both of those stories, but from the lens of you know, as a female sports reporter. So it's really cool to get to like share these stories, but also make it accessible for people who aren't necessarily a traditional sports fan, you know, like get to talk about it for like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like sometimes when I get to like I try to write my stories and like make my content in a way that like even someone who's like maybe a bandwagon fan who doesn't know a lot of information
People
about
like
sports
Shan.
or someone who does can connect with something in that video, you know?
Yeah.
And like, that's really cool to me.
Yeah. That's what, did you know about the Gist before you got the job?
Yeah, I was a huge fan of the Gist. Like for a long time, I've been like we have our newsletter, and then our social medias, and like I'm on the social side, but I've been a subscriber to the newsletter for a long time. So for me, it was like when I left I was working in sales, and I still love sales, would totally go back to it, but like I was in an industry that like just didn't really feel like it resonated for me and like didn't really light a fire for me. So I knew I wanted to be in sports full time. And like the Gist was one of like 3 or 4 companies that I wrote down on like a short list of places I could see myself working when I decided to leave my job to pursue sports.
You
And
manifested
that's on
it.
manifestation.
Literally,
guys.
That's
Yeah.
on manifestation.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah. Get
Period.
your
It
crystals
It works.
out.
Yep.
Light
And it
your
works.
sage.
Write down what you want. It works.
It's Chinese New Year. Like it's the time to do it.
Exactly.
That's true.
Exactly. Yeah, I always love this story because, well, tell us, you met someone at a networking event.
Yeah, so I went to a networking event. A friend of mine hosts this conference for women in sport, and so I went and just like really was just going there to learn, to you know be around other women who have that same kind of ambition. And it happened to be that one of the people who ended up being on the panel was like the social media manager for the Gist. So I ended up just having a conversation with her, and we like really connected. And she mentioned to me that they were going to be expanding their social team if it was something that I would be potentially interested in. And then we connected after the event. I applied for the role and then went through the process and ended up landing it. And it was very surreal, honestly, like very, very surreal. And I remember calling you and being like, oh my God, I'm
Yes,
going
it's
to be
like-
working at the Gist.
Yeah,
like
dream job
what?
moment. Yeah,
like
of course.
what? And yeah, I mean, I think my favorite part about working at the Gist is that I get to work with really cool people. Like, I really get to work with like the coolest people in the world. Like, I love my team. I couldn't ask for a better team to work with. So it's very cool. It's very cool, very fun.
And I can imagine that the more that women's sports grow, the more the Gist is growing as well, right?
Yeah, and I mean, we've been in the industry for so long, and we were kind of one of the first to be in this industry and like one of the leaders in this industry. So it's cool to see the growth. You know, like the Gist is like, I think it was like 2017 or 2018 when it started. So it's like it's like 9 years old, right? So like we've been in the industry for a while, so it's seeing this kind of growth. Like it was like, you know, a long time coming, but it's only up from here.
Yeah.
Really. You know, like more and more people are investing. ESPN just like decided they're going to be doing a women's sports Sundays, which is cool. Okay. Like there's all these, there's just all these things that are coming into the play, I think, that are making it even more of a space that's growing. Look at the WNBA. We're growing. Like we're growing. The money's growing. Like just got to keep the momentum, really.
When does the tempo come into the league?
So next season will be their opening season. However, there is a little bit of a sticky situation right now because the CBA like is not determined, right? Like the WNBA and the like Players Association and the league are still going through negotiations for the CBA. They released a schedule, but there's still no CBA. So like it's like technically supposed to start at a certain time, but like the players could still have a lockout. Like they could still strike. Like they don't have to play, right? So I don't know what's going to happen. But we're supposed to start. Toronto's supposed to have a team in this upcoming season.
Okay.
For the bandwagons, what does CBA stand for?
So it's like it's your collective bargaining agreement.
Wow, I thought it was Canada Basketball Association.
Well, that is also a thing that exists. I'm pretty sure.
It sounds familiar.
I think it is.
Maybe
I should know that.
So we'll say
maybe cut that part out. It's essentially like a contract with the league. Like it's essentially like every league has it. The NHL had a strike 1 year.
Yeah, I think 2004, 2005, there were no games played, and then 2012, 13, the season started in January as opposed to October.
Yeah, so right now they're negotiating the contracts, negotiating the CBA.
And now you know, Canadian Basketball Association.
No, truly.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the answer.
So the Tempo, are they an expansion team?
Yes.
And would that mean that they get to pick a certain amount of players from each team that's already in the league that they make available?
That's a great question. I actually need to check. I actually don't know what the expansion draft looks like. I also don't think they've had an expansion draft completely yet because of the CBA. A lot of things are just kind of in the works because of the CBA. Like, you know what I mean? There's only so much the league can do while they're still negotiating with players, right?
So stick around for part 2.
Yeah, we'll come back to that. We can come back to that.
Yeah.
But there will be an expansion draft. They did sign a really good coach.
Yeah.
Sandy. Yeah.
Shout out Sandy.
Fantastic coach. She coached New York. Oh my God.
Liberty, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Also a great team. Oh my God. Am I getting that right?
We do have fact checkers. Giuliano and Jack are our fact checkers.
Oh,
they check
shout out them
for every episode. Well, sometimes they forget
to check.
To sometimes they don't message in the chat with the proper facts. Other times they do. 1 week Jack said he was just behind and he wasn't going to get to it. Giuliano's pretty good about fact checking, posts episode posting. Fact checking, like there's fact checking we can do live, but there's other stuff where it's like,
you gotta just.
But how's your fact check looking?
Yeah, Sandy Brodello, who is Sandy Brondello. How would you pronounce that? I should know this, but
Sandy Brondello.
Yeah, Sandy Brondello, who is the head coach for the Tempo, which was an amazing get. Like she coached at New York and was a phenomenal coach at New York, and is. Lucky us for getting her, honestly. Very excited to see her coach this team, but also very excited to see who ends up being on the team for a roster. Like, that's going to be really cool to see. I mean, selfishly, I'd love to see some players in the league. Like, I'd love to see, like, an Aaliyah Edwards play in Toronto because she's
from here, right?
Like, like, she's from Kingston, Ontario, so it'd be cool to see her here. And, like, I mean... We're not going to get AZ FUD, I don't think, but it'd be really cool to have like an AZ here. I just think that culturally too, like some of these players would love Toronto. I feel like Toronto's a great city to be in. Yeah. For really any player, I really truly think that it's one of the greatest cities to play in as far as culture. I mean, Canadian taxes, tough. Yeah. Ontario taxes, tough. But if you want to play in a city that you can actually enjoy and has like a influx of culture, I think this is one of the best cities to play in for that.
Yeah. It would be cool to see Aaliyah Edwards play here actually because I remember when I was at TMU and she was at UConn, UConn came here and played a game against TMU.
Yeah.
And the score, Champ, could you actually look up UConn versus TMU women's basketball score? Because it was atrocious. Like UConn just, like what, wasn't Paige Buchers on that team too?
Paige Beckers.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Who am I thinking of? Buchers.
You're gonna get shit on for that on the internet if you guys say your name wrong.
Paige Beckers.
Paige Beckers.
There's not a U in there somewhere?
There is, but it's not how it's pronounced. It throws people off. But Paige Beckers was on that team.
Right?
It was 111 to 34.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Ooh.
Like UConn was the best team in the country in America.
Yeah.
Guys, can I be honest?
Yeah.
I searched up Yukon like Justin Bieber's song.
I had a feeling you would, but I had a feeling you might, but I didn't want to be like UConn, UCONN.
Is that you, Connecticut?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yes.
Yeah.
Good job.
Searched up Yukon like the territory.
Yukon. In the fucking land in the sun.
I was like, she lived in Yukon. That's lit.
She lived in Connecticut.
Gotcha.
Yeah, even more lit.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not that far from New York.
There you go.
Yeah, you're not that close though, right?
I mean, I think that's
Really
isn't that the closest city?
Is Albany close? Albany's in New York. Is UConn I'm gonna make myself sound really silly
Why?
because I was gonna say, is UConn a state?
No.
No.
But
Because Yukon is
I'm thinking Connecticut. Oh man, I might clip this out too.
I think we might have to.
Yeah.
We're going to
I
look a
might-
little silly.
Podcast
clip
host has
this out,
IQ
too.
of 2.
No.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Can we talk about this monkey Punch?
Oh my
No.
God, I love
What do you mean you love?
Punch. What do you mean? Punch the monkey.
It makes me sad.
What is it? Penchikun.
What?
That is his Govey?
That's the Govey. Brie always says the Govey.
True.
Punch makes me sad.
So,
Oh my God. I love this monkey.
Can you explain this monkey situation from top to bottom for those who might not be familiar about
For bandwagon monkey
Punch?
likers.
No,
Do you
literally.
know the full story?
I know what I think I know, but I'll let you explain because I feel
I
like
also know what I
you-
think I know.
You knew the Govey, which is already a step ahead of me.
Well,
Yeah, and this is sports. So sorry, this is not sports. So you don't need
I can
to
be
be
wrong.
right. You
I
can
can
be
be
wrong.
wrong. I can
Free
be
reign.
wrong. No, yeah. So basically, this monkey was like born, and I guess from what I've been told and how it was explained to me, this monkey Penchikun was born in like. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but his mom like didn't like basically shunned him out. Like he had no mother figure, like mommy issues, I guess, but he had no mother figure. And basically the zookeepers or the like place that he like habitats, they gave him a stuffed animal to replace the like love of a mother.
It was a stuffed monkey, was it not?
A stuffed monkey, yes, a
Right.
giant stuffed monkey, which
Right.
kind of became like, it's kind of giving like social anxiety, but kind of became like his like anxiety plushie.
Yeah.
And he grew up with it and he loves it and keeps it with him all the time. Girl, don't act like you don't have an anxiety plushie. Don't act like you don't have someone probably in your bed right now.
No, it's just so sad.
Like it's actually so sad, but he like that's mama, right? Like that's big mama. And basically like this poor monkey, like they have like brought him into like this new crew with like other monkeys and he's trying to like make connections and stuff. Like it's
Love Island.
giving Love Island. He's trying to like there's one video where he literally tried to get someone to hug him.
He's trying to
And they
pull
wouldn't
people
hug
for
him.
chats, and they keep pushing him away.
No, like at one point I saw him get literally shoved and then he ran back to the stuffy and just
Yeah.
and he's like looks, there's one where he's like trying to pull the stuffy over him to like hug him and I'm like, I'm gonna cry. I literally saw a video of him getting pushed and then him running away.
I
And
saw
that was
that one.
after the women's lost their game and I was like, I can't handle this. I actually my coworker sent to me and I'm like, Jess, I can't.
Yeah, you had to
I
turn
literally
your phone off for
can't.
the day.
She's like, I can't. I'm like, I can't either. What are we gonna do? We had to cry. Like, what am I supposed to do?
No, you have no choice but to cry.
Like literally, but then there's like moments where he like gets like someone clearly hangs out with him and I feel so proud of him where he's like having a conversation with another monkey.
Okay, good. So there's
No, there's
Punch
ha- there's-
Core and Hope Core.
There's Hope Core and Punch Core and like there's photos of him where he's like holding his little plushie and it's just like him against the world. I saw a tweet that's like, this is giving Macklin Celebrini going into
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
But no, like literally he is just
I love Punch.
I love Punch.
Wait till Punch is going to go through his winter arc.
You're right.
Facts.
Okay, he's going to hop on creatine.
Facts.
You're right.
And then next February, You just wait for the difference 1 year can make for Punch.
That's what I'm saying.
right.
He's gonna be
gonna be punching.
Yeah, he's gonna be unrecognizable. Yeah.
I agree. I hope so. Honestly.
Yeah.
I hope for that come up for him.
But I also wonder if like you had texted me saying that he's basically Punches the new Mudang.
Yeah. I mean, didn't Mudang get canceled?
Oh, what did Mudang do?
I don't know what Mudang did, but didn't Mudang get canceled?
I have Mudang coin.
You have to check. I'm pretty sure
You
Mudang
do,
got
Sam?
canceled.
I have Mudang crypto.
It's down.
I don't know
probably.
if it's up or anything like that. I mean, crypto
Yeah.
in general is kind of down right now, anyways.
yeah, it's pretty bad right now.
But yeah, no, I think he's gonna be the next Mudang. Like, it's kind of giving that.
Yeah.
What is it with like our society and animals?
We need something.
It's something to talk about. That's like sometimes humans are just so bad that it's
Yeah.
like, well, this is exciting, I guess.
What was like the one animal that, like, when you think back to early days of like the first animal you think of that we were like societally?
Harambe.
Thank you.
I'm not even gonna let you finish the question.
That's
Harambe.
literally same for me. Like when Bree told me about Penchikun, I was like, this makes me miss like Harambe. Like, what do you like? Am I allowed to say that?
yes,
Are we allowed to miss Harambe?
of course.
Yeah.
Did he ever get canceled?
No, only
No, he just
Mudang.
got
He
killed.
died. He got killed because of the kid who jumped in the crate, right?
Yeah.
Like it was like a
Yes.
3-year-old who jumped over, and then they had to kill him because they didn't want him to attack the 3-year-old or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
And then
That's
Young
crazy.
Sug, Young
Young
Thug
Thug.
made a song called Harambe.
I mean, like, bro,
The
that
impact.
that was where like I realized like the power of animals, really.
Yeah,
You know, and then now it's like, you know, we got Mudang,
we got Mudang. We got Punch.
Panchikun.
We got
Cool, yeah.
what
But
else do we have?
I'm worried that like Mudang had such a brief career. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
is Penchikun also going to have a brief career? That's my worry.
I don't know.
No, if he doesn't get canceled,
Yeah, as long as he
it
doesn't
looks
get
here
canceled.
to me
Yeah, do we
like
confirm-
Mudang. Here's a breakdown of the situations. He had a political backlash.
No, I did hear about the political backlash.
He had
And I was
political.
actually like, wait.
So he had political backlash November 2024. There was cancellation over welfare concerns in 2024 of October. And then there was living conditions debate February 2026. So
Oh, wait,
Um,
2020. Girl,
also
I
that
know.
doesn't sound like Mudang's fault, but
Yeah, it sounds like he's getting canceled for things that
that he can't control.
it was Mudang or he or she.
Mudang's a she. Despite these controversies,
That's what I thought.
Mudang remains a highly popular, beloved, and protected celebrity animal, with the zoo taking legal measures to prevent visitor harassment and focusing on her care.
Yeah, I thought it was a her. I was like, I think it's actually a her.
Yeah, it's a her. So I hope,
Mudang was big. I asked athletes which Mudang mood they were.
that's
One
good.
time.
'cause
Olympic
there was
athletes.
yeah, really?
I asked them which Mudang mood are you?
And what'd they say?
Well, there was
Today
a
I'm
lot of
Punch.
options.
Yeah.
There was a lot. It was like 8 different options.
None of them were like, oh, I'm just focused on competing at the Olympics.
No, one of them is like a sleepy Mudang. One was like a
Okay,
hungry
good.
Mudang. One was like an angry Mudang.
So they all answered
one
the
was
question.
like, yeah, no, they were like, no, I'm 8 for sure. Like
Okay,
the
good,
sleepy
good,
one,
good.
or like the one that was like drinking water like with other people. Like there was a lot of Mudang moods, like really, really good. And
Okay.
they were like, yeah.
And you did this before Mudang got
Canceled
a bit
for sure.
political
No,
and
this was
canceled
before you
and-
got canceled.
This is
She
definitely
got
before
canceled for-
November
yeah.
20. Yeah.
It just feels like it sounds like she didn't get canceled for her own faults.
No.
Sounds like people were putting words in her mouth.
It
Absolutely.
kind of sounds like it because
Yeah.
how do they know about political
Her
scandals?
beliefs, yeah.
How are you gonna ask?
She's always been very like demure and
Did
to
Mudang
me.
vote? Like,
I
I
mean,
don't, apparently, how did she?
beats
Crazy,
me.
crazy. With cancel culture is like no one is safe from cancel
No,
culture.
literally, yeah.
No one is safe.
no.
So, Jayesh, I know that you are a very big fan of Drake.
This is true.
And I know that because at your birthday, there was a sort of pin the wheel, the best term
wheel.
I could use is
Venn diagram.
Venn diagram. What was I thinking? Pin the
Donkey,
tail?
yeah.
Pin the wheel.
Pin the wheel of the donkey.
Yeah.
No, there was a Venn diagram and it was quotes, Jaysh's quotes, Drake's quotes,
Not
Both.
quotes. Like
Also actions.
quotes saying
quotes,
actions.
actions, things. Yeah.
We have a
Okay,
fact
so-
checker here who actually helped create the
Yeah.
board.
Okay.
Bree and Sham were the creators.
Here,
of
let
the
me
board.
break the
Amazing.
game down.
And because I just can't explain anything.
No,
apparently.
no. So basically, you had the gist of it. Wink, wink. So it was a Venn diagram, and then on one side we had a picture of Jayesh, on one side we had a picture of Drake, and then of course we had, as a Venn diagram does, the middle part, and we had a list of prompts, quotes, things, actions, things that people like, whatever. And then you had to pick from that list and place it into either Jayashree's category, Drake's category, or things that apply to both. And that's when it gets tricky because one may not realize how much they actually have in common.
There was a lot in the middle.
We be twinning.
Yeah. So
there was a lot of middle.
So and there was some certain things that you're like, wait, this could be both, like, you know. So
Yeah, one of them has been to Atlanta. I'm like,
that was
probably
me.
both.
I wrote that one.
You wrote that one?
Yeah.
She did write that one.
I was like, both. I know you travel for work, so I was like, maybe Jay's just been to Atlanta.
I actually used to go to Atlanta. My friends used to live there, so I used to go there for Christmas, like 2 or 3 Christmases in a row, actually, yeah.
I went to Atlanta once. In 11th grade, we were going to Belize, a group of like 12 of us, and we had a layover in Atlanta, and our teacher hadn't booked a hotel. So there were 12, 15-year-olds walking around the streets of Atlanta at midnight.
Sounds like a Drake song.
Streets of Atlanta at midnight?
Streets of Atlanta at midnight.
Whoa. That is hard, actually.
Atlanta,
maybe that'll be the name of this episode. Streets of Atlanta at midnight.
Yeah, 3 a.m. in Atlanta.
3 a.m. in Atlanta. Yeah, so our teacher didn't book us a hotel. So we walked in. We're like, do you have room for 12? They're like, no. So we're bouncing around from hotel to hotel.
Oh
Eventually we got one, and no one slept the whole night. And other guests in the hotel were like, who are these 12-year-old or 15-year-old Christian boys running around the hallways? Yeah, that's my Atlanta story. But I wanted to ask about, I want to talk about Drake because I want to know if you're going to get the OVO meal at McDonald's.
That's a great question. I did have a very serious conversation the other day about that because I was like, it feels like I should. I also don't really eat McDonald's that much. It also seems like it's just a regular McDonald's meal with like a special Sprite.
Yeah,
it's like a blue Sprite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw someone reselling the cup for $10 on Facebook Marketplace.
That's so dirty.
You know what? I'm not
15.
gonna. You didn't get it, eh?
No, they wouldn't take 15.
Damn. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I didn't purchase McDonald's Travis Scott merch back in the day.
There you go.
It still sits in my closet in the plastic. Hopefully, value goes up someday. You know.
What was
You
the
never
merch?
know.
Yeah.
He did like a whole line, like
Yeah.
a whole line of clothes,
Okay.
like a bunch of shirts and stuff. And like I bought one of the shirts. It was basketball themed though. It was really cool actually.
Oh.
It's a great, cool shirt. You know, but then he got obviously very much canceled for very valid reasons.
Yeah.
Very real reasons. So yeah, a lot of that Travis Scott stuff.
And now Timmy's raising his kids.
Yeah, dude. Imagine that, eh?
It's funny how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of want to get the meal to try it. I want the blue
I
Sprite.
want to try the Sprite.
The
I wanna
Sprite
try the
looks
Sprite.
tasty.
I don't know if we can say this online, but I heard someone on the comment section of TikTok say it's kid friendly lean
No, I thought it was lean.
because it looks.
They should be giving out in like styrofoam cups with ice cubes.
I think it's just a blue raspberry Sprite though.
It's questionable the color, but I want to try it, and I kind of do want the cup. So
Well, it's on Facebook Marketplace. My
No.
offer didn't work.
no, I want to get it from the real life store.
We got to pick. I feel like you have to pick the right McDonald's. You can't go to Queen and Spadina for that meal.
Okay, well,
Nah.
You got it. What is the best McDonald's in the city?
not in the city.
Okay.
Not in the city. You need a
Okay.
drive-through.
16th Avenue?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We went to McDonald's on the way home one time from your parents' house.
yeah. That wasn't bad. North York.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
had a coffee there. And I remember how anxious I got that night.
Yeah.
So we can't go to that one.
Okay, so I guess not that
Whoa, speaking of coffee,
one. Ooh.
tomorrow I'm doing day 1 of either 5 or 7 of no caffeine.
Wow.
Yeah, today I had so much coffee my ears were blocked.
Oh
I didn't know that could
my
happen.
God.
Yeah, they started ringing and then I was in the shower and then nothing.
Whoa.
So, for a little
I didn't know
bit,
that was
for a little
physically
bit.
possible.
Yeah, I had a lot of coffee.
The first
So-
step is admitting you have a problem. So
Well,
listen, I'm proud of you,
Thank you.
and I wish you luck this week.
Thank you. I think I might get some decaf.
I mean, that
Okay.
counts. It's
Right.
no caffeine.
Yeah, so
So,
that's okay,
You just
right?
look at the taste, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but can I ask you something, Sam? Do you actually like the taste? Because I feel like you try to get it down as quickly as you can. I don't think you enjoy having a cup of joe the way I enjoy like having something to sip on. Like you like the small. I'm serious. Like I don't think he even cares so much about the experience. It's more the caffeine shot.
I'm just dying at you being like, do you even like coffee? I actually don't think you like coffee because you don't look like you like coffee when you drink
And
the
guess
coffee.
what? You actually don't, and don't even answer because I know.
Because she just answered it for you.
Yeah.
No, I thought you were a coffee guy.
Yeah, I drink espresso. That's why it goes down quick because it's like
Because it's tiny.
1 ounce.
It's really tiny.
I do.
It's
I
one
love the
sip.
taste of espresso though. I love the taste of espresso. I don't love.
See, I hate it.
I also
Do you drink it black?
yeah,
Same.
and I also don't like to have. I don't like to be holding a cup if I'm out and about. If we go get coffee on lunch at work, I get an espresso and I finish it, and then by the time I'm back at the office, like okay, I'm caffeinated and my hands aren't full. Cups.
I'm the opposite.
I like having a little drink.
We
Yeah.
love a little cup.
I love a little cup in my hand. I love a
Little
cup
drink.
on my desk.
I love a
Yeah.
little cup in the. It doesn't feel like I'm on my. If I honestly, I feel like it just changes the whole like experience
Vibe.
of walking or doing something when I have a cup.
Yes, absolutely.
I need a cup. I need a drink. I need like a beverage.
I enjoy not being able to use my hand. There's something
It's
about it.
something feels so like
Yeah.
I'm an adult. I have a cup in my hand.
Literal, and it has. And
I'm
it
important.
has to be. It has to be hot coffee.
And you know what? And it's like if you're having a little girly walk.
Yeah.
I can't. How am I gonna have a girly walk without getting a little cute little matcha or a cute little
Something
I need
at the end
something.
of it to make it all worth it.
Yeah, like you gotta have a little something.
I don't think we're so crazy for that.
No.
You'll see.
I think it's actually finding beauty in the little things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But Jayashree, on the topic of challenges, I've heard you've done or are currently doing a challenge. Do you want to tell the people about it?
Yeah, I mean, I decided to do 75 hard for the second time.
Okay.
Clearly something wrong with me. I don't know. No, I mean, I really enjoyed it the first time. And when I say enjoyed it, I mean, I liked the way it made me feel after. In the process, it is a very difficult challenge. Like you've done it.
I did 48 days of one.
So you get it though. Like it's not
Yeah,
easy.
it's not easy.
Yeah, no.
I would come home from the club at 2:30 in the morning, and I'd be like, I got to read 10 pages.
Literally.
Yeah,
But also, then you also like weren't probably guessing not drinking.
yeah, I wasn't drinking.
Dude, crazy.
Boy, why were you out? Anyway.
I was
digress.
22.
True.
True. So like I did it the first time I did it was because it was literally before I got my job now, before I started working at the Gist and before I started working in sports. When I left my sales job, I had that period of time where I was like, obviously I was just working part-time contracts. So I was like, let me just do 75 hard. I feel like I need something to like recenter myself. And because it's not a fitness challenge. It is a mental toughness challenge, right? Like it is about learning discipline and that is felt like what I needed at the time. So I did it the first time. And it was definitely difficult, but I didn't have I had the luxury of not having a full-time job. So I could structure my days around what I needed to do, right? Whereas like now it's like after this, I got to go home and get another 2 45-minute workouts in, get my reading done, finish my water intake, all those things, right? Like, so it's, I decided to just run it back because I did feel like after doing it, a certain level of like clarity and focus that I really loved. And I think it did make me better as like a person. But also like if you're trying to do a fitness challenge, don't do this. Like if you're trying to just like get fitter, this is not probably the challenge for you. There's a lot of better challenges, I think, and other ways to do that. But I think it's a really good challenge if you are trying to like teach yourself self-discipline, or if you're just, you want to pick a really hard goal and achieve something difficult, right? But I did change the rules this time a little bit. The first time I followed the rules like to a T. This time I altered them slightly to like cater to my life a little bit more. So, well, do you want to break down the actual rules of 75 hard, the OG rules, and then I can go into how I've changed them for mine.
Yeah, so as far as I understand it, the OG rules are 2 45-minute workouts a day. One has to be outside. No drugs, no alcohol. Read 10 pages a day. Drink 2 or 3 gallons of water.
One gallon.
Holy shit.
2 or 3 gallons is a lot.
Whoopsie, I'm a well.
1 gallon of water a day.
Yeah. What else?
Track your
pick a-
pictures.
Daily.
Yeah, pictures. A diet. Follow a diet of sorts.
Pick a diet. Follow a diet. And a progress photo.
Okay.
every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like those are the basic, like or not basic, but those are the OG rules of 75 hard.
Which, Jash, can I interrupt you? You told me once that it was someone who
Created it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
It was created by someone. Like, do you know the story behind it?
Yeah. I know that some guy created it.
Yeah.
I don't remember why.
Yeah,
Maybe
there was like some lore there.
There was, because I think it was like actually like I think 75 the day like him picking 75 was like just it worked out with like almost like a dare that he did to his buddies. Like it was like not like a there was not like I don't think there was a scientific background why he chose 75 days.
Yeah, it was just
essentially.
like 75 days from now I can do that.
Yeah, till this
Yeah,
thing. So I'm gonna go with that many
yeah.
days kind of vibe. But then obviously it just like this like creation of it grew legs and like everyone started doing it and it kind of became like a trend almost to do 75 hard. Which I think is a really cool trend, honestly. Like if it's something that's gonna make you better, I don't think it's a bad trend. If it's something that's doing something good in the world, I don't think there's such a thing as bad. Just because you're doing it because it's a trend, cool. But if it's actually gonna make you better, then why not, right? But yeah, so like I'm doing the same rules with like some slight changes. I added like being someone who works in content, I added one like just daily output of content on some platform to keep myself accountable majority of the time on like TikTok or Instagram or whatever, right? Like some sort of social platform, even if it's like LinkedIn, like just some kind of like output of like that practice of just daily content output. For me personally, not just through like I already do it with work, but doing it personally. So that was one. I've added just daily journaling. And the last one was for like the 2 workouts. I'm still doing the 2 45-minute workouts, but I've decided like instead of the one that's like has to be outdoors, like I'm still doing outdoors if I can, but just has to be cardio, like 45 minutes of cardio daily. Could be outdoors, could be indoors, whatever. Like as a girl, I don't want to be running outside at night. So preferably not, especially because I travel for work. So I'm like, I don't want to do that in a new city.
Yeah, you don't want to go to Savannah, Georgia and go for a run at night. I can understand that.
You know what I mean? So I was like, let me just make it 45 minutes of cardio and then 45 minutes of like strength training or something else. So that's how
sick.
I've kind of structured it for myself. We're on day 7.
I was going to ask,
So-
what day are you on?
Yeah, we're on day 7.
The Lord's Day.
One weekend. How we feeling?
Good. I mean, I work from home, so like that makes it easier to do something like this, but it's going to get hard because I'm going to be traveling for work this month and I've never done it while traveling. So I think that's when and I haven't had a lot of work events, but in the next like month, I have a ton of work events and work travel. So that's when it's going to get really hard, I think.
Hopefully you got some hotel gyms.
Oh my God, I have to. I need it. I try to only book hotels that have gyms though, so that I can go to the gym.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes it much easier, I bet.
Especially because if I'm traveling alone, I'm like, I need a gym. Like I'm alone. I need to do something active.
Yeah, keep yourself
know?
busy, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times when you travel for work, other than going to the event, sometimes you spend so much time in your hotel just doing work.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't necessarily have time to explore the city. And when I'm at a city I've been to a bunch of times, like next city I'm going to is New York, and like I've been to New York a ton of times at this point, right? So there's only so much. There's like my spots that I'll go to, but then outside of that, like unless I'm there for a few days, I'm not gonna have enough time to do a lot of like traveling. So yeah. Fun fact though, I've actually been to New York so many times, but I've never seen the Statue of Liberty.
Well, it's like off the island too, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That's so
I
funny.
think you have to if you take one of the ferries, you can see it.
I was gonna say I've only been once, and I because I did the full like. So do you see how it's just like
Yeah. I did the
funny
Brooklyn
how
Bridge
that
though.
works. Yeah, I did the Brooklyn Bridge. I walked across, and then I think we took a car back because it was too long to go back. But
Yeah. It is a pretty long bridge.
yeah, but I'd love to go back. It's been too long. I was in grade 9.
Well, Sham's gonna go with me to New York
Yes.
at
Okay.
some point. Not this month because it's
No.
only a one-night trip, but next time.
Okay.
And I'll hold it down here.
There we go.
Yeah.
Girls' night out in New York, baby.
Can't wait. But I'm glad. Sorry, I was just gonna say I'm glad it's been going well so far.
Yeah, it's gonna get hard, and that's hence the name 75
Yep.
hard. I
Yeah.
guess you know.
Would be
7
called
day
75 Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, what were you gonna say, Sam?
I was going to ask because you said like different ways to keep yourself busy and keep yourself entertained and whatnot. And I noticed in the introduction that Sham read, it said a content creator for the gist, soccer coach, painter.
Painter being one specific form, but
Did
actually,
I?
maybe I should say artiste. No.
Did I know
wrote
that though?
No,
But
yeah.
did I know that?
You didn't.
He doesn't know the
it-
painting lore.
I don't know if I know the painting
Maybe
lore.
because it was maybe I don't want to like
Take your time.
downplay. I'm just saying like before she was doing it more than now.
Yeah, no,
Maybe
it was a
that's
different. It was
why.
it was a different era
Yeah,
in my life.
yeah. That where when Sam didn't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that era was before Sam was in the picture. Really. Yeah.
I guess he didn't. Yeah.
I guess he doesn't know that lore.
Yeah.
Honestly, a lot of people don't know that lore about me now. One of my coworkers the other day was like, "Wait, you paint like this,
I hope it's okay. I spotlighted that.
girl?" Of course.
Okay, good.
I did it. It's still me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I used to paint. Oh, and I mean, I still paint. I just don't do it as much because I'm working and I just have other things going on now. But yeah, I paint. Like I do acrylic art. I do portrait paintings.
I had no
Specifically,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I have a website.
idea. Wow. I did not do my research good enough.
That's okay.
This is
Thank
actually
you.
one
Now
of
you
my
know.
pieces right here. I did that.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Damn. Show the camera. Show the people.
I did that. Well, let me
I could
let me
punch
show
in
you the
on it
real
too.
photo. Let me show you the
Okay,
real
yeah.
photo.
It's a painting of
Yeah,
David
put it
Bowie.
on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jay, send him a nice picture after.
I will, but I'll actually show the camera the picture real quick. Like,
When did you get into into painting?
it honestly, like, I've always really been into it. Hold on, let me just find this picture.
I
Really
just choked on my saliva a second
Oh.
ago, by the way.
Okay.
That sounded
So,
amazing in the mics, you know.
What
I
time
bet
is
it
it?
did. What time is it?
Wrap it up. Wrap it
Yeah.
up.
No, I was gonna timestamp that.
No, it's okay.
True. She's like, I'm actually doing my job. Like,
Yeah, sure.
so
fuck my
awkward.
chungus.
That's the painting, if you can see it. But
So
yeah,
beautiful.
my David Bowie. So
Jayashree said I look like David Bowie.
isn't her hair kind of giving?
Like David Bowie today.
Isn't her hair and like look kind of giving David Bowie?
You just almost ripped the wire.
Like, I literally
right out.
almost
just broke
ripped
the
it.
soundboard. Yeah, a little bit. I thought you meant like because of the makeup.
No, I thought that too, but like kind of a mix of the two. I feel like
the
it's giving
hair.
giving David Bowie.
Yeah.
No.
Shambowie.
Shambowie.
Shambowie. I love it.
Love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've been painting a long time. Like always been into it. And then basically in undergrad, I really wanted a this is kind of how I actually started getting really serious about it. I painted my entire life, took art in high school, all that stuff, right? I did a mural actually for a Pan Am Center here in Markham of one of my like very good friends who played with Team Canada, and it was like a mural of her competing at like the like summer games here, like the local like Ontario one or whatever. But yeah, so I did in undergrad, I wanted a picture of Tupac. I love Tupac's music. So I was like, I wanted a cool, dope picture of Tupac on my wall, but I didn't want one of the posters that come from like the poster sale that happens. You know, the poster sale in undergrad?
Yeah.
Do you know
it's-
the poster sale?
I know it because I went and visited her. It was not a thing at Ryerson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think other schools though do it
Yeah.
in like Ontario
Yes,
though. Like there's this
yes.
thing called like the poster
It's like
sale,
a
and it's just like
traveling
literally a
post-
traveling poster sale. Like they just
Okay.
sell posters.
I was thinking like when you go to like Walmart and there's like all those posters you can.
No.
Imagine that, but like market vibes inside your like school center, and it's just all these posters.
Okay.
And it's especially great for these kind of schools because most people there are on res or
Yeah.
living in. So it's like they need decoration.
Posters.
Yeah.
So like literally I was like, I don't want a poster. I don't want to be like every other like I don't want a poster that everyone else has of Tupac. Everyone had the same
Yes. poster of Jordan.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's either the shot and then he's got the shoes,
Yeah.
or it's like one of the shots, like one of these,
Yeah.
or like the dunk. Like there's two Jordan posters that everyone had, or it was like the wingspan. Like everyone has
Oh,
the
yeah,
same.
where he's
everyone-
holding the
he's
ball?
with the balls.
Yeah,
Like
I know that
there's like
one.
3 posters that like everyone would have of Jordan. So I was like, I don't want to be like that about Tupac. Like everyone had the same posters of Tupac. There's a picture of like him and like I feel like it was like Snoop Dogg or something like that. But I was just like, dude, I don't want to be like that. Let me make my own, like over here. So I decided to paint a portrait of Tupac. So that's what I did. I painted a portrait of Tupac, and it turned out pretty cool. And then COVID hit, and I was like, well, damn, I ain't got a lot to do right now. That's it on the tote, but that's the
Whoa.
picture.
Damn, that's not a tote?
That's on a tote, yeah.
But that's so cool because I can't paint. Like, I
Here,
feel like
that's the painting. Sorry, that's the actual painting.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
that's the
sick.
painting. I did that for my room because I wanted it to be different. and
And it
then
is different. It's
it is
one of one.
It is one of one. But then yeah, so then when COVID hit, like soccer was canceled, sports were canceled, everything was pretty much canceled, right? So I was inside a lot, and I was like, well, let me just paint more, right? So then I started painting more portraits and just did like kind of like a series of artists. Fun fact: the second one I did in my series was The Weeknd, and the owner of that original piece is producer Sham.
Yep.
Yeah.
She has the OG piece that I made.
Me too.
But yeah, so I just decided to do like a series. And then my brother was like, you should sell prints of that or like put it on totes or something. So then I started a website and like sold them on Etsy too. But like I started a website called Just Jayesh and started selling prints of my art and selling tote bags with my art, which I wouldn't say like it took off, but like it was cool. It was cool for a little bit. Like, you know, I had like people on like, you know, random people on like Etsy buying it. I'm like, it's kind of cool to think like someone has just like a bag with something I painted on it, right? Yeah. And then that David Bowie piece was actually like a piece that I did for my aunt and uncle's house here in Toronto. So that piece is about like 5 foot by 4 feet. Like it is a really big piece. Probably the biggest canvas piece I've done. The other mural I did for Pan Am Center was about 6 feet tall. So like that one's a little bit bigger, but this one was like the biggest canvas piece I did.
I couldn't paint if my life depended on it. So it's such a cool skill to have.
It is. It's funny because people don't expect it. They're like, oh, what the
yeah.
You do what?
Yeah.
Because like I'll just say like, yeah, I paint, and then I'll show them that and be like, oh,
yeah,
you paint.
Yeah. Capital P.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, Sham was there for the OG days of that come up in that era of my life where I like painted at a bar here that I really like they had like these like paint nights where they brought in artists, and basically it was just like a bar where you just came and had drinks, but then they'd have artists painting live, and I got to be one, which was very cool.
I knew this.
Yeah.
This was like when we first started dating.
So there
Sham.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to just like trot around and watch them. Like there was a few artists there.
It's all
such a
back
great
to me.
idea. Yeah.
It was very cool. Yeah. No. So it's just a vibe. Like if anyone's ever looking for a piece, like I still do stuff.
Yeah.
I just like don't.
It never goes away. It's just, it's always going to be there.
Yeah. Like every here and then I'll pick up a brush, you know.
That's so fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Jayesh, we are nearing the end of this very lovely episode of Birdcore, I would say. And one thing that I do every week, I do 2 things every week actually with my guest, is I will ask them to give us a sponsor, a fake sponsor. Now, I don't have any real sponsors for this show. So one time my friend Logan said, you know, this episode is brought to you by bananas.
I saw that.
Yeah. Last week, Maya said this episode was brought to you by carrots. So very much in the food realm recently.
Okay.
Noticing a theme.
Yeah. So I would love to know if you have a fake sponsor that this episode of Birdcore was brought to you by. And I'm totally putting you on the spot right now because I didn't forewarn you about this.
This is true. Do I have to keep with the food groups? Like,
Not at all.
Oh my gosh,
Stream
it's
away.
So much pressure.
Yeah, it could
Does it have to be an
sponsored.
existing company?
No,
It especially
can't
shouldn't.
be.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. No.
This video is brought to you by moms. Moms everywhere. We love moms. Moms are the best. Being a mother is just beautiful, and like, go hug your mom, go call your mom, give her a hug, give her a kiss.
That's so good.
Moms are the best, dude.
Moms are the best.
Yeah, this episode's brought to you by moms. Where would we be without our mothers?
I sponsor this message. Or wait, what do they say?
I approve of this message.
I approve of this message.
I'm Sham, the producer. I approve of these messages.
Yeah.
I sure do.
That's like those when there's like a campaign going on, an election. It's like one candidate is like just trashing the other one. It's like, this person's gonna ruin all your wealth and their taxes and this and that. And then it's like a quick message of like, I'm so and so and I approve this message of the candidate trying to back it. Yeah, but shout out moms.
Shout out moms.
My mom was just here. She was in town Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
For your show.
Yes, yeah.
How was the show?
It was good. I like to think I did well. It was my first time. It was my second time doing stand-up comedy. It was my first time doing it as a part of like a full lineup, like a full, like the first time I did it, it was like amateur night at this club.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And they kind of threw out a bunch of amateurs. But my show this past week was my Second City class. It was like a class graduate show.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I was first to go in the lineup, which was a bit nerve-wracking, but my teacher said, he's like, you know, you have experience performing and whatnot, and, you know, you'll be able to kind of get the audience started off well. I feel like I did. Sham, you
did.
You know from an audience perspective.
I think you melted the ice, and I feel like it was a great choice for you to be first, because it's like you knew you're gonna get the people going, and we all warmed up, and then it was just like a great way to kind of set the tone, and everyone did great, but obviously Sam was the best. I'm gonna come on,
gets the people going.
Yeah.
That's my man. That's my man.
Yeah.
You killed it. It was really, really good.
Thank you. Yeah, it was
I
fun.
love that. Did they laugh?
They did, yeah.
That's the key.
I watched
We had
it.
a hoot and a holler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, a knee slapper?
Yes.
A knee slapper.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
I watched it back last night for the first time because I don't know, it's like
It's
awkward
good to let it marinate, Sam.
Yeah,
Sometimes you need to take some space and then come back to it.
Yeah.
It's sometimes hard to listen to yourself back.
A little
Or
bit.
like watch yourself back.
But
I do
that's-
that with videos now. I'm like, oh, don't listen to that in front of me.
I feel like Sam's
Yeah.
used to it's like literally his whole life at this point. Like
Yeah, but
he
there-
does it for work, does it for this.
But it's
was
still, it's
something-
still sometimes kind of like,
Yeah.
ooh.
There was something about the stand up because it's like, at least with videos that we put out for work, we don't have to rely on there being a live audience reaction.
Yeah.
But for stand up, I was like, I would hear myself saying jokes and then I'd be like, oh, I thought people would laugh at that more. And then people would laugh at other stuff. I was like, okay, well that's good. But yeah, it was interesting to watch it back and to pick up on what I could improve on and whatnot. And but I loved it. I definitely want to do more stand up for sure.
Pull
And-
up to Sam's next show.
Yeah. And this was a story, my set this time. This was a 6-minute
Oh.
story.
Cool.
So I want to do more stuff that's a bit observational. Like, you know, like, oh,
Crowd
what's the deal
work?
with, crowd work a bit or just different stuff that people could relate to as opposed to trying to make them laugh through telling them a story and adding jokes in throughout it. But yeah, it was really cool. It was definitely nerve wracking. Sham, I don't think I had ever been as nervous as I was like those few
I've
hours we
never
were
seen
here
Wow.
before.
Jash, we went outside and we were just waiting around for a bit. Sam came out like he was ahead of us, I'm pretty sure. So whatever. My point being, we were just standing around for 2 minutes and we're like, where's the elevator? And then we realized he never clicked it. And I think we all were anticipating him to click it, but he was just like disassociated, like looking at the wall, and we're like, hello, are you okay?
Damn.
Yeah.
On the way there, I mean, and then on the whole drive there, he was like they can't see, but just like
Just, like,
quietly staring ahead of him. And I'm like, I've never seen him this
Yeah.
nervous before, but
Yeah.
Damn.
And then we got there at 7:15. I think the show was at 7:30. Or sorry, no, we got there at 7. My teacher showed up at 7:15 and wrote down the lineup. And I saw I was first. So
oh, you didn't know that going in?
I didn't know. I only found out I was going first 15 minutes before the show started.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so-
Actually, maybe that's better. Maybe it would have sat in your head more.
Oh,
It
for
is
sure.
better.
So what helped was at like 7:17, I walk out in the hallway, like the private hallway, and I did my set out loud just to the wall. I was like, because at least it's fresh in my mind for when I go on in 10 minutes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah. But
Wow.
yeah. So all that to say, my mom was here.
Do you imagine the like audience in their underpants? Is that a thing people actually do?
I can't actually do it. I don't know.
Feels really intrusive.
A little bit. The good thing is that,
all his friends were
yeah.
in the
Everybody in their
his
underpants.
parents.
And there's Adam naked, and there's Josh
Mom.
naked. Yeah. Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. And there's Sham naked. Hey, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
No, but
Then you're a different kind of nervous all of a sudden.
Exactly,
It's like,
yeah.
well, shit.
yeah. But the lights were so bright. All I could see was the first row and a bit of the second. And there's like 5 more rows full of people. So
Oh my gosh. And then Sham got up from the seats and was like, Troy.
yeah.
You had a moment. It was like,
Yeah.
just believe.
Yeah.
He literally had a High School Musical.
And then someone threw a basketball and I caught it and I dribbled and I dunked. Yeah.
Damn.
Get your head in the game. You gotta get your head in the game. You
Wrong,
gotta.
wrong song. That's not the song from that point, was
Oh
it?
my-
Was it?
Whatever it is, it's a copyright strike.
Sorry.
No, not actually. Not actually.
Take it back.
Yeah.
I don't think she was in the right
I'm
pitch.
so
We don't have
sorry.
we don't have the rights. Okay, perfect then.
Not have to say the thing about the pitch.
Yeah.
I gotta keep you humble, babes.
Pitch not so perfect.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Sham.
What's your core of the week?
Yeah. Jash, another thing that I do is I'll ask my guests and then Sham and I will give our own core of the week, seeing as this is bird core.
True.
It could be a
That is a
core,
fact.
right? It could be a core belief you've been having that past week. It could be a core memory from the past week, a core vibe, you know, a core meal. I don't know. Just it could be anything. So
Anything.
from this last week, what has been your core?
Oh my gosh. Can one of you guys go first?
Yeah, Sham, you want to go?
My core is punch the monkey core.
Benchikun.
Because even if they punch me down, I'll always get up.
Okay.
Why are you looking at the table when you said that? Damn.
Ain't nobody there.
She talking to her demons.
No, for real.
That was my core, okay? See how they punch me down and come back?
I got back.
This is an example.
And then because I
Get her stuffed animal.
Yeah.
I want Big Mama.
Give me Big Mama.
No, get
I
Pengu
need Big
here.
Mama.
We need Pengu.
Yes, Pengu.
Get over Pengu.
I beat for Pengu, but we tight.
Anywho, Sam?
Yeah. My core of the week is new glasses core.
Truth.
Because I got new glasses.
And hat.
Oh.
Yeah, glasses hat core.
Love.
Yeah, I've been wearing these glasses and this hat ever
looking
since
mad
I got
cute.
them. Appreciate
I haven't
that.
taken it off.
No, literally.
Left out the crib, left out the store, hat on head, never left.
Yep.
In the shower,
Right?
at the gym,
Still got the tag in
in
there.
bed.
Yeah. My glasses. My eyes are like adjusting to these glasses too. So I don't know if that's good or not. If they need to adjust to the glasses.
I think that's a thing, though.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like you have a new prescription,
Yeah,
right? That
yeah.
usually it means you have to like a little bit of adjusting.
Yeah, I could see y'all.
Yeah. I typically wear glasses, so I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got mustard in my lenses today. Like in between the like glass and this. So that
That's how serious you
Mustard?
are about mustard.
I don't even want to know where you
He
were.
was that locked in on
be
whatever he was
having
eating. The mustard got
mustard.
in the glass, not on, in the glasses.
yeah, whatever. Yeah.
That's crazy work. Okay, well, my core. Oh my gosh. I would have said Panchi-kun, but you know, that got taken. So I can't say Panchi-kun.
You shouldn't have given me your turn.
I know, right? No, I feel like on like some hope core type sheet, very much just like mindset. Having this been my first week of 75 hard, very much just like mindset, like
Mindset core.
Mindset core. Like if you say you're going to do something, just do it because. No, sorry, Nike. I didn't mean to steal your tagline, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like if you say you're gonna do something, just do it because the best way to like build kind of like confidence with your own word is by trusting your own word and staying by your own word. Like, you know what I mean? We are nothing without our word.
I love that.
So just do it.
Well, that's fully
That's
Nike's.
definitely
Whoa, so I'm
No,
gonna
but
have
you know
to take
what I'm
that out.
You emphasized it.
I know,
Marcus.
I really
Just
did. I really
Do
did. No, but like,
it.
you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of, I like to treat it like you are your boss. If your boss told you to do something, you're gonna do it, right?
Yeah.
So treat yourself like you are your own boss in that sense. Do you respect yourself enough to do the thing you said you were gonna do?
That's
love
bars.
that.
That's great.
I love that.
I think we've consistently had guests who have such positive
Cores.
ideas and positive cores.
It's
and-
beautiful.
Aw.
yeah,
Oh,
there's,
it's inspiring.
there's
It
something
makes
in
our
the
weeks
air.
better.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
then we snatch that person's core for our following week.
It's true.
You know?
Yeah. What were the cores last? Do you remember Maya or Josh's core last week?
Maya's core was something about love is not blinders.
Oh yeah. Maya's core
Real.
was love.
With fear is not true.
Yes.
Love is not true without fear. Nope.
That
Love
doesn't
is
sound
not
right.
true with fear. Nope. Anyways,
It was one-
Josh's core.
Just listen to the episode to hear it.
I remember Josh's.
Josh's
core.
was about
Josh core?
Valentine's and love
Oh,
and
love
just lovey
core.
dovey.
Love core. Yeah, because it
Love
was just
core?
Valentine's Day. My core was crazy core or sham core
Yeah,
because I bleached my eyebrows.
that's true.
And Sam's core was
Olympic score.
Olympics.
Yeah, but I can't really say that today because it doesn't feel right.
Anything but that at
Yeah,
this point.
silver core.
Silver core. It really means silver core.
Ouchie.
Shem, is there any last words or questions you wanted to add or ask Jayesh while we still have her?
I had a question if we have some time.
We
I also have a
do.
story I think we should talk about.
Okay.
You and I have to tell together.
The world is ours.
Okay.
But you ask your question first.
I was going to ask my question because I think after having listened to this episode for someone who doesn't know you, they would find this kind of funny. But we were talking a while back and the question of the most sought after person for you to interview came up. And
Oh,
you
yes.
said someone that I didn't expect you to say, or maybe just wasn't the first person that I would think you would say. You said Miley Cyrus.
I did.
And I wanted to bring that up because I wanted to ask you, because I don't think I asked you that day, but why her?
So, yeah, most people probably thought I was going to say an athlete.
Yeah, I assumed that. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I just have loved Miley Cyrus for a long time as like just an icon. I've always like looked up to her as like I just think that she's so like literally does what she thinks is right for her, will always be herself, will stand up for what she believes in, and I just think that is so cool. I remember in like it was like high school. Like this is a long time like fandom. Obviously, I grew up on Hannah Montana. Shout out the movie coming out, or the
20 years.
shout out the 20-year reunion.
Wait, it's pretty topical. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I grew up on Hannah Montana, so obviously was already like a Miley Cyrus fan just from being a Hannah Montana fan. But when I was younger, I remember writing a blog. Like we had to write a blog post or something, like start a blog in like English class, and I decided to do it about, and it was about like different types of feminism. And I decided to talk about Miley Cyrus because she's like, there's different versions of feminism, but like she kind of falls under one category, and I thought it was just like really cool. And like, so I made a whole blog post about it, and that's when I really started to be like, I really, really, really like think she's someone who's very, very just like admirable as a human being. And then there's one time where she has her her own charity and stuff, and she had a she speaks to a lot of like to the issues around homeless youth, and that was something that she really cared about. At one point of her career, she actually had like a charity around it, and I don't know if she still does, but I do remember when she had accepted an award at some point at a show, and instead of doing an acceptance speech, she brought up someone from the charity to speak on like homelessness in like LA and like displaced youth. And I was like, that is amazing. Like what an amazing thing to do. You know what I mean? Like just to use your platform and not, instead of it being like, I can come here and tell you about an issue, or I can bring someone who has lived the issue, lived the experience, and really tell you about the issue. So
or not even that.
I mean?
I'll just take this moment and make it about
me, right? And she's just, I just feel like she's someone who doesn't do that. And I just think she's just, for me, it's like everyone always criticized her at different points in her career, and I just think like she literally grew up with eyes on her entire life and went through all the phases of like kind of ups and downs. I feel like most people do, but just on a magnified level as a celebrity, right? Like there's stuff that we've probably done that we're like, we probably would have been even crazier if we were her age experiencing the same thing, right? And I just think that in the end of the day, she like went through all those phases, said, screw the people, I'm going to be who I am. And this is who I am. And I just think that like something about that I've always really felt connected to. Yeah. And I just think, like to this day, she's still like the only music artist that's on my bucket list that I have not seen, that I think there's like actually no amount of money I would stop at paying to see her live. Like, which I don't know if she'll ever perform, because I know she has like something with her vocals that makes it hard for her to actually sing live for an entire tour.
A long time, yeah.
Yeah. But, which, respect it. Like if I never see her live, then, that's okay. But yeah. If I could have a conversation with someone, I'd love to like have a conversation with her. I just think she's just, I don't know, something about her to me feels very authentic.
Thank you for breaking that down for me.
Yeah.
That makes sense now.
Yeah.
Well, what story was?
Okay, I was going to say on the topic of when you were talking about Atlanta and looking for a hotel, it made me think of our Oshiega story.
Oh my God.
I feel like that's a wild story. Should we tell it?
Yes,
you should tell it. That's a good story.
You should tell it.
You heard this story.
Yeah, it has to do with the flood or something,
refresh him.
So many years ago, after our first year of undergrad, Sham, me, our bestie Lou, and a couple of my one of my friends from undergrad, Amy, and then a couple of her friends, we all decided to go to Oshiega, which is the music festival in Montreal. And so we like bought tickets. I mean, we're like, this first summer after first year, right? So we're broke college students vibes. Yeah. So we're like, we're gonna get the cheapest Airbnb possible. So we literally got the cheapest Airbnb possible. It was like, I think it worked out to be like, what, like $5 $5 a person. Like, no, it was literally one bedroom with a pull-out couch that was barely a bed for like 6 girls.
It was not $5 a person.
I think it was like $17 or $18 a person per night.
Oh my God.
Because we were splitting it by 6
ways.
6 of you were sharing one pull-out couch.
Yeah.
Well, there was 3 on one pull-out couch and 3 in the bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're like, yeah, this is a great idea. I mean, we all were like of the mindset that we're going to be at the concert the whole time. We're going to be at the festival the whole time. Yeah. We don't need to sleep.
Who needs sleep?
We're going to party after. It doesn't really matter. So we go, we have our first night. The first day of the festival is great. And then we wake up after the first night and the water wasn't working. We're like, oh, that's
okay.
crazy. That's
6 girls that need to shower.
That need to shower,
brush their teeth,
wash our hair. And the water wouldn't work. We're like, this seems wrong. Messaging the Airbnb host. They're not responding. I don't know if we can plug his name like that. I don't think we should say his name. Let's not say his name. But we were really communicating with our Airbnb host. We were communicating through our Airbnb host's girlfriend, because our Airbnb host did not speak any English for the most part.
Okay, good start.
So yeah, but we tried to message them and tell them, and they really wouldn't answer. So we're like, what do we do? So we're like, we gotta go to the show. So we just take our water bottles and literally brush our teeth like in the sink. I have a video of Sham washing her like teeth and hair in the sink with a water bottle. And we like got ourselves got ourselves dressed in our cutie little fits, took our little balcony outfits. There was a little tiny balcony for photos.
Like that was, I think that's all we saw, and we were like, book.
But it seats 6.
Yeah.
No, seats 3. Okay, book.
No door. Oh, there's a balcony.
It's fine.
Book.
It's 35 billion hours away from the show. Yeah,
Water may
good.
or may not work.
Yeah. So then we're like, okay, let's go. We go to the show. Day 2. This was the night that Arctic Monkeys was headlining. This was like one of the best Osiegas, like, and I think in a long time.
You want to
Like,
know something cute? Sam was there.
were you actually?
Was that the same night as Travis Scott?
Travis
was that?
Scott,
Yeah.
Oshiega. There was the Oshiega with like Travis Scott,
Yeah.
Post Malone, Billie Eilish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was at that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
the
was
Invisible
such a
String.
good. Nav was there. Killy was there.
Oh
Shout out
my
Toronto. It was such a good like Oshiega, Rex Orange County,
Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa, Blondie.
So good.
Yeah. So we go to day 2 and like we're like out here, we're like listening to our Blondie, you know, we're going to all of our shows, and then Arctic Monkey was headlining that night. So we're like watching it happen. Amy and her friend are huge Arctic Monkey fans, so they lined up hella early. They actually caught the set list. Like he threw the set list.
Oh, wow.
And she actually has it, which is so cool.
Still.
Yeah. So, but we were like kind of in the back because we're like, we want to dance. Like the first night we were really close to the front. I think that was the Travis Scott night. So we
Yeah.
were like, we want to be in the mosh pit, which
Oh my god, 2 hours late.
we survived the mosh pit.
Yeah. Yes,
Thankfully.
we're here.
But we were like, we want to be in this. I remember literally talking to people behind us and we were like, bro, when's this guy showing up? Because he was like a whole like 2 hours late. Literally, it was crazy. But yeah, so then the next day we're like, we don't want to do that again. So we're like at the back of the pack, and we also were like, we got caught in the like, anyone who's been to Ocean knows how hard it is to get off the island after. Like
Yeah,
it takes
it's a
forever.
disaster,
You
yeah.
like you can't get an Uber. You have to take like a train or you walk for like an hour basically. So we were like, we don't want to get caught in that. So we left a little bit early.
We were being so smart.
So smart. We're like, this is genius. We're gonna get back to the hotel. We're gonna get back to the Airbnb and we're gonna like get dressed, whatever. Go out, right? Go out.
The plan was to go
The
out.
plan was to go out. We get back and I needed to buy batteries for my Polaroid camera. So I go to like the Shoppers or whatever the Montreal Shoppers is. I know it's called some Pleat.
Falma Pleat?
Falma Pleat. Yeah, the Falma Pleat.
Then we.
So we go and I'm like buying my batteries and I get a call from Sham and Lou and they're like, Jayesh. I'm like, what? They're like,
Get back here.
get back here right now. I'm like, what are you talking? I'm like in line to buy my battery. Like, what are you talking about? They're like, no, like you like drop everything you need to come back here right now. I'm like, okay, I'm coming. I didn't drop everything, by the way. I don't know if I ever told you that, but I did stay
She
in line
most
to buy my
definitely bought the
you were like,
batteries.
"Can
I
you
did
please?"
wait. I'm like,
She-
I'm already here. Like,
Yeah.
She changed
what is
the batteries.
what is 2 extra minutes of me actually buying my
She
batteries gonna make a
chatted up
difference?
the cashier.
Yeah, got a drink on the way home.
Like, I'm like, you know what? It can't be that bad. Like,
She took the scenic route.
literally the scenic route of the streets of Montreal. I buy my batteries. I start walking my dandy way back to the Airbnb. I get to the door.
Dilly-dallying.
Dilly-dallying. I'm like, what could it be? Like, I'm like, two girly pops, 3 girly pops. It can't be that bad, right? I open the door. And
Girl, you don't even open
actually,
the door.
I don't even think I opened the door. I think y'all were in the hallway. I walk in. The entire place is flooded. Like, our stuff was soaked.
There were suitcases on the floor, so it was all underwater, basically.
Soaked, literally soaked. We were literally like listening to we were listening to Blondie that day. Tide is high, girl. The tide was in our bedroom. The tide was in our Airbnb. The tide was right there. When I tell you, like tiles were lifting. The bathroom was black because of something that came off like
the soot, like out of the actual like
pipes or whatever.
had all exploded out. So everything was black. The tiles were being soaked for so long, all day basically, that they were lifting.
Yeah, lifting.
The apartment below us was waiting for us to come home so that they could come upstairs and figure out what was going on. Because
it soaked through.
Oh my
it was
God.
it was dripping into their apartment.
And this is probably at like 11 p.m., right?
Yeah.
It was late, and also that we found this out later that it was one of those apartments you weren't allowed to Airbnb.
Yeah, the building.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we're like, because the owner, like the building person's looking at us like, what are you guys doing? We're like,
Yes.
we don't live
and
here.
the people
Yeah.
below, they were actual like residents, like
Yeah.
it was their apartment.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So we're like, well, first thing we did, we were like, that balcony came in handy because we're like, put all
Get
our
on the
stuff on the balcony.
balcony. Get on the
We need to
balcony.
dry our stuff. So I'm like, girls, grab it. 'Cause I was freaking out because my laptop was one of the bags. And thank God, I think I had a book that I barely read that year that like saved my laptop. So like, you know what? If you don't read that book, but you carry it everywhere, it's fine because
Yeah.
it saved my laptop from
Yeah.
being soaked. I think the number one thing I was really worried about outside of our well-being was this is so peak that year, but I had Yeezys and I'm like, oh my God, are my Yeezys okay?
God. Oh,
Which like now I'm like, I don't give a about no Yeezys, but like
Make it float away.
in the moment, I had lined up for those. Like, so I was like, oh my God. But yeah, we got everything outside. The shoes are fine, guys. We got everything
Thank
outside
God.
on the balcony. I call Amy because Amy hasn't gone back yet. They're riding a high because they just got the freaking set list from Arctic Monkeys. And I'm like, hey babes, you guys got to get back. How far are you guys? Like, you almost here? Like, she's like, no, we're almost here. I remember the two of them walking in. Like, it was like
They're like, no.
Yeah.
And we're like, shh. And they walk in.
don't know what's
I
going
think
on.
Amy, like the moment people left, started crying, didn't she? You started crying. I think Leanne almost cried.
I was like on the balcony, like looking over,
Just crying.
Cups of the rose.
Yeah, literally. No, the tide really was the joke of the weekend was the tide was in our room. Like, we were like, what the hell do we do? Because obviously we can't stay here anymore, and we still can't get a hold of our host.
Yeah.
either.
No.
So
No
and again,
clothes,
like,
no bed.
no clothes, no bed,
Sustained in the middle of
everything's
Miami.
soaked, Yeezy soaked. Like, what are we gonna do? So, I don't even know what the building manager said. I think they just like left
They were like, you just need to get out because we need to get people in here to start soaking up the
water,
Yeah.
right, to clean it out. So
Yeah.
we're like, okay, well, where the hell do we go, right?
We're
It's
homeless at
Oshiega
this point.
weekend.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's also like the Rogers Cup that happens, the tennis tournament that happens in Montreal.
Yeah.
And-
early August. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
around then. Yeah.
So it's that same
and
weekend.
it was Just for Laughs festival or something.
Yeah.
There was
hell
like
no.
and it was a long weekend.
Yeah.
So like
So-
all
So the
those-
city was booked.
Yes.
Booked and busy.
Yeah.
So we're like, so we're all freaking out. So we're like, where do we go? We can't find an Airbnb. Amy's on the phone with like Airbnb, like the company, like calls the CEO.
As she
She's
should.
like, hello.
Mr. B&B.
Yeah.
Mrs. B, I need to speak to you. I don't
Mrs.
know what you
B&B.
guys were doing at that point.
We were crying.
Okay.
Well, we were crying and we were just trying to get everything out of the water.
I remember one of them, I don't know if it was you or Lou, was like, if we need to just walk around all night, like, we can.
What does that sound like?
Lou probably said
would never
it.
say-
She
I
was
would
like,
never
if
say
we
some
just
shit
have to
like
be
that.
outside all night, it's fine.
I do not accept that.
Me still, and mind you, the only thing, I'm still wearing my outfit from Oshiega and like a freaking like master soccer like freaking zip up like rain jacket because that's all I had that was dry. So
Yeah, our outfits start to feel a bit offensive.
Yeah,
we were like,
we're still in
like
our festival
festival
fits. So I call my parents, as one does. I call my parents and they're like on the way home from like, or they're on their way to our cottage at something. So they're on their way there and they are like, okay, we'll call you when we get to the cottage and figure this out. So they're with my like aunt and uncle. The four of them pull out, this is how I imagine it happening, how they describe it. They pull out their laptops and they're all just tippy tapping, trying to find a hotel, calling people, trying to find a hotel, right?
they got to work.
They got to work.
They clocked in.
They literally clocked in. I'm trying to call around. We can't find anything. So my dad or my mom calls me and they're like, hey, so your uncle found a hotel. Okay. He already booked it. Okay. It's done. He put the card down, whatever. He's like, they need you to get there like ASAP Rocky to make sure it's locked in. I'm like, okay, bet. Mind you, it is like almost 1 a.m. at this point. So like naturally no one's freaking taking anyone.
Yeah.
I think they had someone who had no showed or something and the timing of it was okay. So then I remember getting in like Catherine's car and being like just zooming over there to get there. And I remember running in and then I felt like I was in a telenovela. I was like, I run in my master soccer jacket, my festival outfit into the Mont Stéphane Hotel, which
Yes.
is, anyone knows
Wait.
Montreal. It's like it's a bougie hotel.
Actually,
It's a
don't know that
bougie. It's a
hotel,
bougie
Most Stéphane.
boutique hotel. But before that, I want to say the reason why we got this room because it was the only room available in the entire city. I remember he was looking. This was the only open room in the entire city.
Yeah, and it was. I think he literally was like, "I will pay. Like, I will pay for it right now. Like, please, like, I just need a room."
Yeah.
So we're like, "Okay, bet." And I remember running in, and like the way the Mont Stéphane is, there's
It's a
like
5-star boutique hotel.
5-star boutique
Yeah.
hotel. I know nothing about the hotel though. I just come running in my little festival outfit and my master soccer jacket, and I'm like, "Excuse me." I run into the freaking bar instead of the restaurant.
We're
instead
smelling like
instead of the-
sewage.
yeah, literally instead of the lobby because it's attached to like its own bar, and I'm like, and everyone's looking at me like, "Huh?
Excusez-moi.
Like, who the hell is this?"
Who are these girls? They smell like a caca. What are they wearing? What is McMaster?
So then they're like, I'm like, where's the lobby? And they like point me to it. So I run to the lobby and I talk to my boy Rodney, my boy Mark. Shout out Mark and Rodney. And they get
They
it.
saved us.
He literally goes, and I remember this, he goes, because he was gay. So he was like, babes, deep breath. I was like,
No, we needed
okay.
that.
I was
We
like,
actually needed
no,
that.
period, queen. I was like, okay, we're here. And then he was like, let's get you checked in. I was like, okay. And then like Mark takes me Catherine, who I was with, up to the room, and he goes, "Is this your whole party?" I'm like, "No, we have a few more people." He's like, "Okay, I'll wait till everyone's here before I show you how the room works." I'm like, "What do you mean, show me how the room works?" So
Also, valid question for him to ask that because it's like a one bed, like
yeah. So it was a one bedroom. It was a one bed like hotel room.
Oh, so he's thinking like one more person's around the corner.
Yeah.
Not like,
If
we
not,
got
yeah.
5 on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a whole squad
Yes.
pulling up.
Yeah. Yes.
So then we literally were like, okay, bet we get the rest of the party to come over. I think we put all our stuff in like garbage bags or something. Like we had like, it was, we pack all our stuff into the one car that we had available for the one friend who drove up for like one night only. Of course, this was the night she drove up. We pack the car, they come over, we bring all the stuff in, we get in, he shows us how to work the room. It was like an iPad operated room. Okay. The bathroom had a heated floor and a sensor on the toilet, so it lifted when you came in. The shower literally was one of those like waterfall showers and had like color changing lights. It was like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, okay.
nicest place I've ever been.
I was like, damn. And then they took all of our clothes and washed them for us because they were wet.
Whoa.
And then he was like, we'll bring you like a cot. So I'm thinking like, okay, like, you know, a little cot for the rest of us, because he brings in basically two single beds, like full on like mattress beds, 2 extra beds for this room for the 6 of us. We're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then at this point is when we, after having some conversation, this is why I say Mark and Ronnie were our guys, because we were chatting and chit-chatting with them all night. I mean, like, we were not the demographic that typically stays in this hotel. So, and they're like,
they
yeah,
were
this
quite
was
literally like, oh yeah. What did they say? They were like, the Prince of Saudi Arabia is here tonight. Yep.
Serena Williams and Venus Williams were in the hotel, like staying at the hotel for the tournament. For
Yeah,
the
like I'm
tennis
not
tournament.
exaggerating. They were just on different floors.
Yeah,
Like we were like, oh yeah, okay.
we're like, oh, so we staying with royalty.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm saying.
Yes,
That's
yes,
when we
yes.
found out that it was a 5-star hotel. We did not know that. We also found out that it literally costed for one night in this hotel was a quarter of that price was what we paid for our like 4-night stay at our Airbnb.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're like, oh, that's crazy.
Upgrade of the
Upgrade of a
night.
No,
life.
literally,
of
like
time.
God was
Of a-
on your side.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, no, literally. But yeah, so then we stay at this 5-star hotel. It was like the come up of a century. And then after the weekend was done, we had to figure out, obviously, like it was a lot more expensive than we originally paid. And thank you again to my aunt and uncle, because my uncle was like, don't worry about it. And then maybe about like a few weeks later, after back and forth emails with Airbnb covered the entire added cost of the place we stayed at versus the cost we paid. So we paid what we paid for our dingy Airbnb,
Stank.
stank ass Airbnb, sewage ass
For
Airbnb,
stank B&B.
for stank B&B. Those dollars is what we paid for our 5-star hotel stay, because they comped the rest, which literally never happens now. I've been in issues with Airbnb since then, and they don't do that anymore.
They chintz out now.
Yeah, they chins out now. They give you like the exact same dollar amount. I'm like, babes, no. I like, what
You
do
have
you
to pay
want me
the
do?
difference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's why everybody hopping over to Verbo.
literally.
Trivago.
Literally.
No, we're not in Trivago. Did you try Trivago? You know Trivago guy's teeth?
Do you like Trivago?
Oh, it was only 200 because I paid with Trivago.
I
And then
wanted to book through the site. You can use Trivago.
Do you have a jawbreaker I can chew on?
No, but I think you can get on Trivago.
And then there's like the guy who's being helped by like the other clerk. I paid $300 for mine. Oh, I paid $220 because I said yang.
You didn't check it. You should have checked Trivago.
Should I check Trivago?
She got it. She
Yeah.
got it.
Does the complimentary breakfast have wood chips?
It is my protein of choice.
Where's the closest forest? I'm hungry.
Okay, enough, you guys.
This poor dude with his teeth.
Well, he did it to himself.
Yeah, he
He
kind of
did.
did. It's
He
true.
did.
It's
Like the
true.
lighting team on those commercials has to be like, okay, we need to really dim the lights because the teeth are just.
Yeah, if we told him the story we just said, he would have been like, should I use Trivago?
Yeah. How did you know that happened? Who told you that? I like how our accent for him has changed so much every time
I think
we
at one
speak.
point mine kind of sounded African. I don't think it was like really good. And that's Indian.
I love Trivago.
That's giving a little Indian. I'm Indian, so I can do that. It's fine.
The clarification, because she doesn't want to be mudang. I can do that.
I can do that.
No, because I can do that.
I can do that.
Yeah, canceled list. Mudang. Jayashree.
For poor accent
Yeah.
on podcast.
Trivago. Anyways, that's Yeah,
That was the come up of the
it was
century.
actually a happy ending.
It really
in the end.
was. I made a video of our trip from that. This was like this was prior to the TikTok
was
days,
prior.
right? Like this would have done numbers on
Numbers
TikTok
on prior.
now. Oh my god. Prior would have done numbers.
It would have done numbers, and I love that she did not include the first bit, like the first hotel at all. Like we were actually
No, all I included was the flood.
Yeah.
Clips of the flood, and then it cuts to a 5-star hotel, and then it's just us. You see like freaking Kelly
Yeah.
in the background, and it's like Sham dancing to Nav, and it's like
No, I gotta say,
Billie Eilish.
even after all that, we went out.
Oh yeah, we did. We got into the hotel like by like 2 a.m. and like decided,
went
well, we
out.
need to go out.
Yeah.
Which then we
even-
realized nothing was open.
Yeah.
Rodney told us where to go. He told us where all the best gay bars were. So we're like, okay, period.
Yeah.
And we like met a bunch of people on the streets who were from Mississauga, and they're like, oh, can we hang out with you guys? We're like, yeah, come with us. We're going to this cool place. It's like a group of dudes. And we pull up, we bring them to a gay bar.
They thought we were trolling.
They thought
And
we
then
were taking
left
to someone
them.
cool.
We're like, have fun.
Yeah, we're like, bye. Because we were like, well, we don't really want to party at this hour, and there wouldn't really let many people in. So we're like, we'll just keep walking. So we basically spent the entire night. We did end up walking the streets
Yes.
for a good amount of the night.
Yes, we did.
But it was probably one of the best nights there.
I'll never forget it.
You always
Yeah.
need like a story like that in your like young adult life.
I know.
Yes.
You're right.
Yeah, that
It
was...
had to happen then.
That trip was wild. I also like booked the wrong time we took Megabus there.
Oh my
and I booked the wrong Megabus back.
She picked the AM and she picked the PM instead of the AM.
Yeah,
So, we
so-
pull up and we're like, us three, and he was like, not you.
Like,
He was
Jayashree,
like,
that
yours-
name's not here.
He's like, this is 7:30. Yours says 35. And we're like, well, it was just an accident.
So it's here in
Like,
5 minutes?
No.
Then he
12
was
hours
"Babes, your-
plus 5.
Yeah, your bus was like us walking the streets of Montreal, me not realizing my Megabus is leaving without
Yeah,
me.
that megabus is already on the way back from dropping people in Toronto.
That's the
Yeah.
bus that actually dropped people and we're riding back now.
No, literally, yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
wow. But I feel like this is something that wouldn't happen now. Cause like even that, they were like, it's okay, we'll get you on this bus.
Again,
No
like,
questions asked. Like
we
moved
had
me
it easy.
over. We actually
Take
did.
us back to 2019.
Yeah, except
Swear.
now we can't buy houses.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah.
so
On that note.
on that note,
That was our story, Sam. Thank
That's
you.
a lovely story.
Yeah.
I
hands
have
down one of
a
the coolest weekends.
my friends and I are like our I guess hotel kind of story is our friend was graduating from prep school in Connecticut.
Yukon.
Call back. No.
Call back.
Westminster.
Yes.
And we drove down for his grad and we didn't book a hotel at all. We're like, we'll figure it out. So
Okay, Atlanta once again.
No,
Gotcha.
literally, yeah.
Once again.
Yeah, there's a
Gotcha.
trend here I'm
Yeah.
seeing. So we slept on the soccer field at his school.
Holy crap. That's
Yeah.
so funny.
And half of them were going on a camping trip right from like grad. Like they were like, okay, we're going to like Victoria now. Or no, Maine. I don't know where.
Oh,
they-
so you had the gear.
Maine. Yeah, they had the gear, but I wasn't going on this camping trip, so I shared a sleeping bag with my friend Logan. We slept
wow.
from like 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. maybe,
Maybe.
and then we went to Denny's at 4:30 in the morning.
As one should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
That's
remember
hilarious.
half the Denny's, because Denny's is like a 24/7 place.
Yeah.
So one half of the restaurant was ready for breakfast. The other half was like from 2 hours ago, the night before.
A little bit sloppy.
Right? There was like
Yeah.
there was vomit in the bathroom sink. It was disgusting.
Oh,
Yeah. So
exactly
I
what you need in the morning.
won't get into too much detail about all that.
Yeah.
I
Aren't
don't
you glad
know.
we did that then, though?
What do you mean?
Like, it's just
had
like
those
you had to get it
experiences?
out of our
Yeah.
system. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Doing that at 26 now or 27, like
27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My back would hurt for like
no,
the
literally.
next week if I slept
Yeah.
on the ground.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah, no.
Could not do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Chase, this has been lovely.
This has been awesome. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for having me.
Thank you for
You guys
joining.
are lovely.
Aw.
This is my favorite podcast ever, so it's really cool to be here.
Thank you. That
Really
means a lot.
excited.
And you work for a company that has a podcast, so that
Oh, wait. Take that out.
Don't let them know that.
this is my second favorite
Second
podcast.
favorites. They cut the second out.
Silver.
This is going to go down as the longest episode of Birdcore so far.
Iconic.
Yeah,
There we go.
Really iconic.
yeah. And we could probably keep going, but my headphones are pushing my glasses into my skull,
Yeah.
and I think
Oh,
blood's
true.
starting to not go there anymore.
That's,
And he has to keep the glasses and the hat on.
yeah.
Yeah,
So we can't have that.
I gotta
It's
sleep
day
with these.
5, so
yeah.
yeah.
Any final remarks, ladies?
No, just shout out moms.
Shout out moms. Shout out Jash.
Shout out Sham. Shout out Tam.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you for tuning in. You can catch Birdcore on YouTube and Spotify and Apple, and Instagram at Birdcore Show, and TikTok at Birdcore Show. And Jace, where can we find you online?
At
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
At
Wait. Do you want people to find you online?
Sure.
Okay.
At Jaya_21 on Instagram. At 21J. No, at 21. No. At
Oh.
J.
Oh.
Let me run that back.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe
Start over.
I'll tag you.
Yeah. Maybe I just might add the link.
I mean, at Jaya_21 on Instagram and at Jaya21_ on TikTok.
There we go.
Okay. Amazing.
I
There
hope I
we
got that
go.
right.
You just gotta
Actually,
move
don't
the
even know.
underscore. That's all.
Gotta move
Yeah, the
around.
underscore is in different placements.
There we go.
All right.
Perfect.
Free Moodang. All right.
Free mood.
Bye.